office chair, chatterbait cams running wild with that come and get me stare. Peanut butter sauce drips slow on a double-headed show. 12.2-inch magic wand humming where the lights are low. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and hide-chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Anal trainers lined up neat, like a promise on the floor. 5-pound bag of sour sweet, torn right open, wanting more. 4 pounds hide-chew cherry red, stuck where fantasies are fed. That chair squeaks a rhythmic beat as she arches off its bread. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, Sour Patch and hide-chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Screen glows bright with hungry eyes, tokens fall like summer rain. Every moan a sweet surprise, chasing pleasure, easing pain. Peanut butter thick and warm makes a mess beyond the norm. Double-headed takes the storm in this quirky lover's form. It's just sex and candy, baby.
LOLCow after dark.
Ecstasy, Sour Patch and hide-chew
LOLCow after.
cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Chair still spinning, slow and low. Cam light fades to amber glow. Candy wrappers, sticky trays on that well-loved rolling bass. Just sex and candy, fading slow. Just sex and candy, watch her go.
Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. We're just going to jump right into this because they've been streaming for an hour. So we are going to just get... Oh, my camera is pointing down way more than I thought it was. But we're going to get into this. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining the Weed Whackers Catechus. So they've been going for an hour already, so we're just going to hop on in at the beginning here, and we're going to speed them up and see what they have to say. The beaver was named. Her name is Sigourney Beaver.
After dark. Bass echo in the tunnels. Mato locos. You ready?
So, nobody's being interviewed. I saw somebody ask that. It's just going to be their usual LOLCow bus stuff.
These and so, but I'm gonna talk my shit. To fucking talk about your shit, you were doing fucking ass steak. You don't know what the fuck it is to do content creation. He's trying to fucking flex this whole idea about, oh, I know you're in front of 2.4 thousand people. It's pushing a
full days in a row.
every fucking day.
I'm feeling like you're about to derail.
Is that Tech? Did Tech shave? Tech shaved his beard.
My entire fucking show that I spent 2 days planning.
I'm gonna
This
try
would
my
be
best
like
not to.
third time. Oh, I guess disrupting like the flow of the show. So I'd rather.
All right. In position is it's already happened before. Fuck you, pussy. Pull it up. You want to fucking create if you fed someone to death. All right. Eat my ass. Whether or not I submitted a report, they were upset. They said, "Oh, Tech, if you really cared, you would have submitted the report." And then when I alluded to maybe I did, they're like, "Oh, you're an asshole for committing their fucking report. How dare you?" Okay, you want to drag Iceman because he was drinking and driving? Where's your fucking report? Fucking sycophantic audience on LOLCow Live, fucking bleeding you out for fucking. Oh yeah. I'm curious to see if Desi really pushed back and said, "You clean up your own house." Eat my ass, dude. You fucking loser. You guys spend time with people in the fucking Discord. No offense to the Discord users. I know the majority of is where you fucking live, and call her a ChatGPT user when it comes to the diagnosis on the fucking same fucking platform. You dumb bitch. Why would anyone believe that you're trying to help them out when you've been two-faced, lying, piece of shit manipulator this entire time in the LCU for 2 fucking years? You literally can't.
See, I just want to know, how are you feeling, like, to get into this?
Today has been fucking rough. I think this is the first show that I've ever been nervous to do, just because like I do have personal involvement with this story, and it did bring up a lot of like feelings, and because like
make
I
sure
was
you're
there,
in
right,
live
when
chat.
all the original allegations came out, I was like still hanging out at the house when they started, so I was like,
oh my goodness, she was at the Paradise House. Okay.
following the girls and their stories and watching them get fucking attacked by this guy. So the guy that I'm talking about, okay, his name is Stefan.
Yep.
You guys, he owns. Hi, Kalo.
What up, Kalo?
Hey, I wanted to come in and apologize for doing coke and Adderall at the fat camp. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
No worries, no worries. We were all doing coke and Adderall. We were all doing it.
Before Kalo goes,
Yeah, well, I still apologize for that.
I want to ask you one thing. Nightmare made the allegation that me and you aren't actually friends and I'm using you. Have you ever gotten that fucking feeling? Have you ever felt that way?
No.
All right, fuck you, Nightmare. What up, Keemstar?
Can I just say, how many times is Nightmare going to use Kalo, his autistic, as a way to
You may have just wanted to take the fucking DMs. Do that. And he all that credit.
retard are stop
Just real
stop
quick,
treating
me the wife. They so I stopped
Dude,
chat
to say, hey, 9 other people because I love Kalo. And then you went on fucking.
because you.
the fucking Pete himself. Stop.
I do. It's
Right,
shouldn't you-
Where the fuck am I now? What the fuck?
Don't
Did
care.
you all see let the women speak? Go ahead, ladies.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you, Keem.
We're
The man-
fucking, dude.
I know. The man that we're going to be talking today also has been referred to as the Timu Keemstar. So this is going to be a great lesson for everybody today.
If I would like to correct that. I think he's more so like the Timu Harvey Weinstein. I'm being honest.
Well,
Thank you for
I need to adjust my
Keem
lighting.
is the Timu Harvey Weinstein, and then I guess this guy would be like the
Gian.
yeah.
Well, I feel
No,
like Timu is way
Harvey-
more trashy.
Harvey
So-
Weinstein forced a bunch of women that didn't want to fuck him or do things with him.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would not be me. If you don't have interest in me, you are so unattracted to me at all. I
But
can
you know-
only be attracted to someone that's into me.
But you know who allegedly did those things?
Who?
Stefan.
Yes.
I'm just gonna call him Steven. Like, that's a weird fucking name. His name is Steven, bitch.
It's like Stephanie, but Stefan. Just think of it that way.
Steven to me. I mean, he
Well, he's German, Fupa. So get over yourself. Fucking idiot.
he's a cunt, so he doesn't really deserve for me to say his name correctly anyway.
But Tech, I put a picture of him in the side chat so that you can show everybody exactly who I'm talking about.
This is the guy.
Yes, this is Stefan. Okay, guys. He is, how old is he now? I think he's like 47. Okay, he's originally from Germany, moved here to the US in 2004 and has lived in Las Vegas since 2011. And in 2020, he started an account called Paradise. Okay, this TikTok account was meant to be for body positivity. All right, was meant to make women of all sizes feel loved, accepted, and like they would have a community to be a part of. This man started a Discord, right? And it all looked way too fucking good to be true. And everything that I'm about to tell you guys in this episode is my opinion, and all of these allegations are in fact alleged. And I do have to put preface on that because this man has a huge history of going after people legally for even fucking mentioning his name.
Yeah.
So I do
He
want to
likes
make
to,
clear.
yeah, he likes to throw his money around and threaten people into silence, and that's not going to happen here.
Hell,
Had a little too much of my cleavage visible there. I apologize.
Going after us, you're actually going after Keemstar, and I don't think you want that smoke, to be honest.
exactly. And I mean, he already lost one lawsuit
Yes.
for that kind of situation.
That's another thing. Like, when I was watching the videos, doing my research on this, I love the fact that there's that law in Vegas
Yes.
for, like, to protect victims. I hope that needs to be a thing all across the U.S. So many women, and just women and men, are victims, and they're, like, basically scared into silence, or they can't financially go after someone. And I just, like, that's great. I don't want to, like, spoil anything,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and like the law that she's talking about, guys, is called anti-slap, and we will get into that. Okay, so
Anti-slap
as I was
laws
saying,
are
he
a
had, like,
thing,
an entire-
yes.
He still does. Has an entire fucking Discord. He has women that come to his house every single day. A few that live there. When I was hanging out there in 2021, there was like at least probably 3 or 4 women that were staying with him, like full time while I was there.
Yeah.
And I
There's
was only
more
ever there
now, I
during
think.
the fucking parties. But anyways, this guy would use these women that were in the house, basically, allegedly,
Content.
okay, to lure other women into the house. Because when I was invited there, I was invited by a woman, not him.
Isn't that exactly what Jeffrey Epstein did?
Yes,
True.
yes, exactly. I know.
This guy's a fucking monster, right?
I mean, he's worse than a monster, okay? Because he's so fucking delusional. I mean, you guys, he has an entire fucking website that has all the allegations that were put out against him and apparently credible evidence to prove that he's innocent.
Yeah.
Like he made an entire fucking section on his website, basically
There's a
being
whole
like,
page
yeah,
for
I'm a piece of
called
shit, but I don't see
called
it that way.
allegations.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, wow. this-
Hello, Aquamarine.
I mean, I don't even have words other than it's just fucking laughable, dude. Like the level of delusion.
It's actually
So I will say it's good that this woman here has actually been in the house, so this could be interesting that she may have some inside info.
insane.
I just like, oh my god, like I feel for the women that are there because I don't see, I mean, maybe they are like genuinely on his side, but I do feel like there's probably a good high chance that those women that are there,
Oh
Okay.
God, Keem.
What's going on? Fuck
that
yeah.
those women that are there are like scared to go against him because let's be honest,
Staying there, if you're hanging out there, you pretty much have to side with him, right? Because otherwise, like all of that love and support that you've been getting will be taken away from you.
he also targets vulnerable women, not like vulnerable like they're weak or anything, but like
Financially.
who would go to like this type of house, like this type of retreat, like it is, like it's displayed as like the safe place where we're not judging, you're all welcome here. Probably women that have a bad history of their families not accepting them, their partners not accepting them, them getting hate on like society. So they're probably not in a good place, and so they're seeking out something like this.
Yes.
So
Well,
it's very
they're fat.
predatory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
obviously.
fat as fuck, yeah.
They're fat, right? So their self-esteem is low. And here's a guy in a mansion like that likes them.
Not everybody, Keemstar. A lot of the women like that are part of that positivity movement and all that stuff, their self-esteem is perfectly fine, Keem. Just because somebody's big doesn't mean they have low self-esteem.
because they're fat.
Right.
Well, it's not necessarily
And you're a dick.
that they're insecure that they're fat because a lot of these, like, there is a demand for SSBBW. Like, it's
Hell
a thing. Like, people like that. I don't think it's that. I think it's more so like closer, like, because when you fit in a fetish like that, oftentimes you are fetishized, and so you don't really know who is a genuine person and who's trying to genuinely get to know you and make a connection.
I forgot the
because you
side
probably just feel
character.
like you're just someone's, you know.
Well,
person to get off
imagine that someone makes you feel special like that, and they want you to come out to the mansion, and then you get there, and you're not special at all because there's like 50 other fat bitches there.
I guess this has to be a part of streams permanently. So it means we're not getting way more action than you, Keem. Hey, Gigi. I'll say hi to everybody eventually.
Yeah, and they're pretty much like the ones that are sleeping with him or like in a relationship with him because he is quote unquote polyamorous.
Yep.
They're pretty much like fighting for his attention at that
I
point.
was going to ask you because it seemed like a big dynamic of the whole situation was like the competitive nature of wanting to get more attention from the actual guy. Right? You were there, Foxy. Did you ever feel like
Yes.
a competitive nature with the other fat women?
Not me personally, but I could tell that it was going on between like a couple of the girls because like obviously I'm part of the LGBT community, have been for a really long fucking time. So when I was there, I was either there just hanging out with the girls specifically, or I was there with my partner. But yeah, some of these girls were like very catty to each other, but like every single night, okay, because I'd only ever go over there for like the parties and the weekend hangouts. There would be a time of the night that you knew when shit was about to start going down because all of them would get into the hot tub together,
Yeah.
right? And start touching on each other. And that's when I knew that was my time to leave.
You said you were
Okay,
there with your
or-
partner? Is that the current partner that you have?
No. That was the partner that I had at the time.
Okay, for 50 members, we're gonna get a sample from the hot tub and put it in a petri dish and run some labs on it and see
Yes.
what's all in there.
I have an inside source. So
Yeah, correct.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
This sounds like the fat Playboy Mansion.
No,
One of
it
the
is.
Playboy
the
Mansion.
vertical pants.
it
Hi, Ruby
100%
Rose
is. They will use any fucking reason to throw a party. I swear to God. It'll be like National Flower Day and it's like, yeah, let's have a big orgy sex party.
So like, does he earn money from these women? Like, do they have like an OF? Like, are they like?
So currently, so she was there in 2021, but yeah, currently all of them make content on OF and on TikTok. They do TikTok, they do OF, they do all these things currently. Quirky.
All together making money together? Because I know he has a
The
job
TikTok, right?
separate.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all he was like making money off of. He wasn't really making money though. Like this guy has his own business. He invented this device that you press a button on your keys and it's what makes your convertible top drop down. He came up with that,
Okay,
right?
so he's rich,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's where he got all
Oh.
his fucking money from. But like he uses the TikTok and the social media platforms as a way to keep a revolving door of women coming in and going out because more than 10 women at this point have come out with allegations against him over the past 5 years.
So
What
his-
are the allegations? Because we've heard a lot about, okay, this is what this guy does. He invites women over. Like, you know, you got to defend the guy as of right now, based on the details I have. Like, what guy wouldn't want to invite a bunch of women over? The women are not being forced to go over
Hey,
there.
Ryoma.
The women seem to be agreeing to do the sexy time, as you suggest, right? So where is what did he do?
I did want to ask right before you get into this, did you feel like he pressured you or any of the other women there that were not into him, so like gay and had no interest in him? Did you feel like he pressured them into doing anything with
Yeah,
him?
did
Like,
he want to fuck?
yeah, like
Yeah. No, there was never any advances towards me
Hey,
other than what I've
Maggie.
already stated, that like he would come up to me and like grab my belly and also like put his hand on my hips when he would like move around me, right?
I just feel like he's obviously he's in it for himself, obviously. So
Which
like
that could-
I wouldn't understand why
that-
he would care or
That could be seen as inappropriate touching. If a man that you don't have interest in and that you know might be interested in you comes up and is behind you and puts his hands on your hips, both of them, when he's going around behind you, that could be seen as unwanted, inappropriate touching. Now, some people will, like, maybe put a hand on your back, but on the hips, he could have put his hands anywhere. But on the hips and going around, and also, like, shaking her, I mean, that could be inappropriate touching if she was not, like, receptive or wasn't okay with having people invading her space like that. Hey, Hazley, you're working a wedding. Sounds like the voice of a reaction channel. Her name's Foxy. I don't know if you
want
know his
someone
mom.
that's gay there, because what benefit does that give him?
Well,
He's not able to like fuck you.
Well, to him, eye candy, right?
Yeah, he's
Just
jerking it.
that.
Yes. Well, I also just blown up on TikTok. Before I started going to hang out at the house, I had just like gotten like 50,000 subscribers overnight. And that was a huge pull of being like, oh, like we can get this girl who's like blowing up on TikTok right now.
Hey,
We do
Destiny,
videos with
Gummy.
her. She's going to get us more views and more people having eyes on us.
Yeah, Keem?
What is the guy being accused of?
GG.
So there's SA and rape allegations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
A lot.
yeah.
Like a lot of SA allegations.
And when it comes to the graping stuff, this is like him, and I may be confused on this because there's been a number of stories online.
Hey, Empress. I hope you are okay. Yeah, just keep in mind, everybody, this is going to be touching on his allegations, probably, which he just mentioned were rape and SA. So if any of that's triggering to any of you, or if any talk of Fifiism or anything is triggering to you, please feel free to dip. If anything involving the LOLCow universe could be triggering to you, if Keem's face is triggering, feel free to dip out, or we can... Here. We'll just cover up Keem's face. How's that?
Did he use certain chemicals to get these women to be intoxicated and then take advantage of them afterwards?
That I do not know.
Mm.
So what I have heard is a lot of coercion and like non-consensual.
Were there drugs there when you were there?
Keem?
Other than like marijuana, no.
How many?
We don't... I don't know yet. Wyoma, we just started.
Women have allegations of SA or R.
At least 5.
Okay, Dessa.
I don't know.
I've heard now it's at least 10.
It's kind of hard to do spoiler alert and then give the spoiler, but thank you.
10.
But like officially, like with actual like lawsuit court documentation, there's 5.
Would you consider the moment where he was like rubbing up on your tummy and holding you by your hips when he passed by you, would you consider that part of like the SA shit?
I mean, it made me uncomfortable, but like I was never gonna like go to the police. And in Vegas specifically, SA, there has to be some sort of penetration. That's the law.
Interesting. Okay.
Wow. I feel like that's a very like
I don't think that cannot be true.
Well,
because there's prostitution in Vegas. So like
well,
they're
no. As a Vegas native, there is no prostitution in Vegas itself. It's in the counties outside of Vegas. Right.
Right.
So it's,
Yes. But okay, so you mean to tell me this is what you're alleging, Foxy?
Yes.
Me and my woman are walking down the street. Some guy like walks by, puts his hand up her dress. I call the police, right? The guy's not leaving. He's still there talking shit or whatever. They come, they can't do anything to him.
Well, that's assault or battery at least if he
Well,
touches you.
SA, right? Sexual assault.
yeah, Fox may have that fucking part of the story a little incorrect because I grew up in Vegas, right? I was in high school in
Yeah, that
Vegas.
has to be incorrect.
That'd be a sexual assault. But it seems like the ladies that came forward, as far as I can tell from the stories we have, there was more than just like a little touch here and there. There was like I'm underneath her shirt, like on her chest, or like I put my hand down her pants.
Yes.
like, yeah, Foxy's experience, she doesn't classify that as SA. But the women that have openly filed a lawsuit against him and he didn't. Okay, so they filed a lawsuit and he lost, or how did that?
So what happened is they were putting their story on TikTok, right? Like their
Yeah.
allegations that they were coming out. They didn't actually put out the lawsuit. He was the one that came after them and for defamation, right?
He just wanted to silence them, and basically shut them up.
Wait, do you have this guy on TikTok?
Yes.
Yes, and he's still going live like every day.
Okay,
Yeah,
why don't we
he's
get
live
him on the show? He's the person we need on the
Well,
show.
he's live
Dude, you
every
reach out
day,
to
yeah.
star.
If he got
Yes,
your
I-
name behind it, he might say yes, but I don't think they're saying yes to our name.
Okay, who is the fattest woman in the LCU right now?
Zeta.
Well, no, Zeta
Okay, we
exists.
gotta get, she doesn't work here anymore. We need a
Mm.
Zeta to basically hit him up and be like, hey,
It's gonna be Big Murph,
Yes.
and she's so like
And-
low key that she probably could convince him.
send Big Murph undercover, all right? Or maybe we'll just call our good friend Amber.
We're gonna put cams on her too.
Because speaking of Miss Amberlyn Reed, okay,
Oh, yes.
her now ex, because they broke up today, was actually in his TikTok live chat last night, which I do have a
Oh my god.
screenshot for. I'll put it in the
Yes.
Fucking Tommy.
Feeders be hanging out together, bro.
Exactly.
Okay, I reached out to Amber because I wanted to know are they actually broken up, and she basically confirmed it. I don't want to like leak what she said, but like she did.
So there's a dude that was being creepy in the Paradise Discord that is also in Amberlynn's Discord. Amberlynn needs to lock down her fucking Discord, not make it open, and put in some sort of verification for people, because there are some creepy dudes, creepy people getting into her fucking Discord. And minors. So Amber, if you happen to ever watch my channel again, you need to take control of your fucking Discord.
Confirm.
Damn.
I reached out to Amber. You talk to her every day. You literally feel like you can't have any success at all without her. And
I
it's
just wanted to know because they will lie.
Best
Her
friends.
and Tommy will lie, and they will. Dude, we're not best friends.
but
Team's fucking gold pinky rings, Jesus.
you just look desperate. You don't need ALR. You're your own person.
Confirmation that they were over.
You're your own person.
And she said yes.
Yes, she
Okay.
said she didn't want it to be content though.
All right,
people
chat is full content brain right now. They're suggesting we send Turbo undercover dressed like a girl. That would actually work.
Yeah, that would work. He is big as fuck. But yeah, I put it in the side chat. Tech.
He does have titties.
Yeah.
Big ones. Huge.
He has
This is the
titties.
guy?
Dude, he has big. His tits are bigger than mine.
And that Oki, yeah, the Okay Then account, that is Tommy's TikTok account.
Oh, that is Tommy. You can see it from the profile
Yeah.
picture.
Bro, he has a shirt on that says "Fat Lives Matter."
Yes, he does. Yes, the fuck he does. He wears some shit like that every single day. And like when he started the whole Paradise thing, his bio was literally, I'm 47, 6'1", and about 200 pounds. Yes, I really like very tall, 6+ and very big, 500+ pound girls.
Oh, we can send Turbo. Jesus Christ. In Spanish, it says, let them do it by themselves. The Spanish community supports you, Tech. Please, toma el lugar del Kim. Oh, fucking take Kim's position. What the fuck? Pague para que me desbloqueen. Please, I'm paying for you to unblock me on the Discord. Kim said that the moderators would handle it, but nothing happened. Please.
I don't know, but I can conocer ton fonte gente, un antena pro connection. And
Speak Italian?
popole on the phone content son donde.
Yeah.
Italian.
Conquesto says, please, Kim, unblock me, essentially. That's what he's saying. Unblock from the Discord and support the shows.
One of the draws to this place, I saw that he was like advertising that all of my furniture is super comfortable for big women. No uncomfy furniture here.
Well, I mean, that is a huge problem for big people, right? Like those plastic chairs or like couches that aren't big enough. That keeps a lot of like plus size people from going places.
It's weird to like
I'm checking the
advertise
Paradise
that as,
Discord.
like,
He's trying to fuck fat bitches. Of course he advertised that shit.
you don't have anything better than that to entice people to come to your place.
I know how we can stop this guy in his fucking tracks, and he will never harm another one of these women again.
Kill him.
No, we need to round up all the fat women and get them at fat camp. Get them losing weight. Get them skinny. If
And
they're
we'll get
skinny,
him-
he won't want to R them.
We get him there, and then we all take turns beating him up.
I'm down.
God.
Yay!
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yes. Any woman watching this right now who's over 350 but under 450, please reach out for Fat Camp 3. We want to make you lose fucking weight, all right?
Yes, to all the fat women watching the show, and trust me, I know there's a lot of you. I see your profile pictures. Get skinny right now, or you might get essayed in Vegas.
I have news. Apparently he's live right now, and he just gave the phone to one of his women running off saying there's tea.
Live where?
Yeah. On TikTok.
Probably on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, can we just, okay, what's his name? I have a TikTok.
Women.
Okay, so the account.
So somebody said in somebody in the main chat just said no, that is the real Keen, but they have bad intentions. And he said please DM. So Tweety in his Discord just DM'd him, and that was almost an hour ago.
Account is Paradise 3, but it's spelled like Pear.
If I went in there under the Keemstar username, they would probably recognize it, I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
Okay, so this is when he's going in there, and the person in Discord was like, "Yeah, that is the real Keemstar." Sorry, I wasn't really listening. I was looking up stuff. Yeah, GG. Everybody in the LCU is a fucking mess.
and I have told him about you
Paradise
On
Oh,
3?
you talked to him?
on an alt account.
And what did you say?
I was like, hey, do you know who Keemstar is? And he was like, Keemstar. And then he went looking you up because I just wanted to like kind of plant it a little bit.
So I'm looking for Paradise who?
Yeah, Shelly.
Paradise.
Paradise spelled
Three.
P-E-A-R.
They pissed me
Dice.
off
Oh,
too.
okay. You're going to have to spell the whole thing. because I spelled-
P-E-A-R-D-I-S-E.
Spelling with Keemstar.
By the way,
Three.
Foxy, you should have fucking took a hold of that. I'm on my 16th beer. All right, bitch. Next time there's a spelling bee, please answer.
16th
Well, you
beer.
do a great job, but
Somebody's an
All right, bitch.
alcoholic.
Next time,
Okay, you're going to have to spell the whole thing. because I spelled-
P-E-A-R-D-I-S-E.
Spelling with
3.
Keemstar.
By the way,
3.
Foxy, you should have fucking took a hold of that. I'm on my 16th beer. All right, bitch. Next time there's a spelling bee, please answer.
Well, it could be Paradise 3 or Paradise Lives. He has.
I got it.
That's fucking literally what Epstein and a lot of
I bet you. Oh my god.
I'm checking.
Where's he?
I'm gonna see if I can show this to the stream.
to say that they have a choice. You don't know these women's situation.
Yes, please. I can pull it up if you want me to.
It's real Keemstar. I'm trying to get you on my show. Fuck yeah, Keemstar.
That is quite the view.
The stream's watching, by the way.
I need to see on my.
I'm Stefan doing Stefan things. You fucking... Oh, I can move myself back.
People are saying Keem wants to talk to you.
Oh my fucking god.
Someone said, what the hell is Keem doing here? Hey, DM. Should I
Dude.
donate to his stream?
Yes.
No! Do not give this fucking asshole money.
What if I send him $100?
Someone in chat said, OMG, AOR could go live, could go live there. She has no job.
Says it's the real Keemstar. I'm trying to get you on my show.
They're saying it.
Oh,
And he's got
he has.
365,000 followers.
Well, send me a. And he's verified. Okay, let me follow him back. At least he's real, you know. Send me a DM.
Man.
Keem, okay. Send me a DM. Send me a message. I'll text you back.
Oh my god.
No way, that's the real Keemstar.
Yeah, no, here's
They're freaking out. I'm
You
in.
did it.
You did it, Keem!
This view of Stefan, kind of this crotch view, I am not a fan.
You're watching.
Yeah, I'm famous. I don't know how to DM someone on TikTok. How do I do that?
Just go to their profile and it should be able to like you follow them and then message them.
Are you on your phone or on
He's
your
back.
computer?
I'm on my phone. It says fan club. I'm so confused.
You should
No,
be
it
able to
should be-
follow them, and then if they follow you back, you can send a direct message.
Okay.
The chat is telling him to add you, so it looks like he's doing it. Let me listen in.
Dude.
Yeah, see like right there it says message on their profile after you follow them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't got that.
If they follow you back, he's gonna follow you back. He said. Foodies, dude, I love Foodies. I don't know if have you seen Foodies in the Discord game?
No.
They're a big YouTube channel. They follow a number of the shows that I've been on. I love Foodies. He's been supportive this entire time. I think he has like 400K subscribers. But he's vouching for you, saying please add Keemstar.
My green screen is...
Holy shit.
Oh my god. And all this like being live too is great.
I know.
Join the call through Discord. So just give me your Discord, and
So
we'll add you.
Basically there was 5 women that he tried to go against, and now with this, so if you don't know, there's a documentary coming out. That's why this whole thing is being brought up again, because the 5 women that
Stop. We're not going to talk about this anymore. We are going to, because we have an interview that we're trying to land, right? So we're going to talk about anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there went the show.
Well, not really, because like the show is going to happen when we land this interview. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just hope no one gets in his head like, oh, stay away from Keemstar.
Well, thanks for saying it.
Right now.
He helped Boogie out. Maybe he can help you out.
It was the real Keemstar.
I mean, he is literally the definition of a.
God, do you have Keem?
He has his truth that deserves to be platformed. Why would we let all these greedy French fry eating?
I need a fucking beer for this shit.
That's like really offensive. They probably eat more than French fries, Keem.
I'm just saying, like, is there a possibility that the guy is innocent? Of course there is.
Right.
For that many women to come out, I don't think so.
It's possible. It's possible he's
Sorry,
innocent.
but I disagree.
It doesn't
One
look
thing,
good.
okay, one woman here, like whatever, you can kind of like go there, but that many women, I'm sorry, I side with the women.
Yeah, I do too.
When I hear this stuff, and it's just because of my self-training on Drama Alert, I really try not to be like, oh, they're guilty or they're innocent. I try to figure out what the facts are and let the chat. Why are you just read the chat and they're letting us know.
We would love to support.
Yeah, I feel like he should be especially when. Yeah, someone with the $2 said, Stefan is innocent. Bus stands with Stefan.
Yeah.
More like,
my
excuse
God.
me, ladies, step off
Oh my god.
of Stefan.
I cannot. That was lame.
Helping out the fucking show by doing this. He's been a fan of the show. He's supported us a number of times.
That's real.
He's saying please listen to Keemstar, get on his show, help him out, add him on TikTok. So thank you so much for these. Always
No,
appreciate
but
you.
I'm so serious. Like when I ran Drama Alert, this person saying, you know what I mean? This
The opportunity to voice his concern. By the way, Stefan, if you're watching, I think you are. We've gotten, I want to say, like 3 million views in March on this channel. I think we're doing about 2.8 in April. So if you want to be able to come up here and tell your story, fucking feel free, dog. We would support you coming up on here.
The problem with the documentaries is documentaries are presented like it's
through a certain lens.
Yes, but
narrative.
they're presented like it's a news story. But the problem is with the documentary is like, bro, they're building a movie. Every documentary you see has an outline that they figured out what the story is they want to tell, and that's the story they tell. It's not a representation of real life,
Right.
Oh,
I mean, do you remember when that guy, famous documentary, all right? The guy goes to McDonald's every day and puts on a bunch of weight. What was the name of that movie?
Super Size Me.
Super Size Me. Turns out, all fake.
Wait, what?
That is true, yeah.
I know that.
The whole thing was fucking fake, bro. The whole documentary.
they are going to put a spin on it, right? I mean, it's whatever story they want to tell, they will tell because they have the power of editing. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do.
What the
and
fuck?
what story they tell.
The guy was like literally eating more than McDonald's to gain the weight, right?
Yeah, he was.
Also, I believe the guy that did the Subway like weight loss, I believe that was also fake.
No,
I got
it
weight loss
wasn't.
surgery.
I love these documentaries, but to watch them
No, Jared did lose weight that way.
and be like, oh, this is 100% real life. Nah, dude, you are watching a movie.
Feels like I have
Well,
tiny hands with.
And then
Kim
apparently
behind
they
me.
came to this guy with the guise of being like, this is going to turn into a reality show for you. This is going to be a positive thing. We're shedding a positive light on this.
Have his
And then he
hands
didn't
come
find
out.
out what it was going to be up until the trailer came out a few days ago.
Yeah, that is true. Like they can. So obviously, when you and I believe Quirky mentioned this, like when you go into a documentary, they can ask you questions and whatever, and they can tell you that it's going to be presented a certain way, and then when it comes out, there's edits in a totally different way.
Someone in the chat saying Jarrett Fugel. The Jarrett Fugel Subway commercials were also real.
Yeah, I went ahead and gave him the YouTube link, or sorry, the Discord link, so he can join.
I'm not going to fucking finish the joke.
Yeah, thank you, Keem. Keem, I gave him the link in his TikTok chat. If he wants to join the Discord, if he joins the Discord, you'll be able to give him the fucking ability to join a show, right? Like
yes, yeah, that'll be no problem.
All right, we're gonna listen real quick.
The Jarrett Fugel Subway commercials were also real.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. I'm in the Discord.
I gotta get on TikTok because he's coming on now.
Well, yeah, you can go to the Discord right now in the server settings, look at the members for the recent joins.
Yeah. Let me do that. Thank you, Tech, for telling me how to do my job.
Gotcha, Keem.
Need it right now.
Anytime.
9 cents. This Memorial Day we recognize Stefano as a true American patriot.
Thank you.
He is taking morbidly obese women off the streets and keeping them hidden away behind closed doors. Stefano, please call in so we can salute.
Oh my god, you fucking dick that sent that super chat. Fuck off. I love Fupa's face, like...
You.
Okay, Stefano.
By the way, Memorial Day is a day to remember all of those that have served and we've lost, and also for people that have passed. So, yeah, for everybody that we've lost in the line of service, thank you for giving all for our freedom. Odd fight, Keem. Your double D chest.
No, I believe I found you. Yes, I did find you. Okay, so you have what is called an intern role in our Discord right now, Stefano. Now the Discord just opened up completely to you.
Stefano, his name's Stefan.
What you're gonna do is look on the side chat, and you're gonna see a live on air in Studio A.
Yep.
And Foxy Mama's there, Fupa's there, Tech Protect's there. With the new role I just gave you, you can just click and join this live on air with us right now.
Love to hear your story and your side of things.
So glad I didn't make that Subway joke.
I'm
Thank
over
you so much.
here.
Appreciate that. I sent this on TikTok. You can join Studio A if you're still
It
watching.
looks like I
you
have
are.
Keem's
There's a room that
hands.
says the viewer, Tech Protect, Fupa Cheese, and Foxy Mama. That's the room you want to click on in the Discord, and we would hear you on the air.
All right, guys, we're probably gonna put this on members only just because it's about to get crazy. And we need a healthy chat.
You can join Studio A if you're still watching. I think you are. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
The viewer, Tech Protect, Fupa Cheese, and Foxy Mama. That's the room you want to click on. Hold on. In the Discord. Stefan, welcome in.
All right, guys, we're probably gonna put this on members only just because it's about to get crazy. Stefan, you to activate your camera and lower the stream in the background. Hey, what's going on?
So you should be able to mute the stream now. We can see you on the Discord.
I need to turn my YouTube off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, like this is like I'm so not okay. Now I don't have any audio. Hold on.
You're a
Can you
tech
hear us?
guy,
Hello.
Stefan. You should know this.
Maybe headphones?
Yeah, he's checking out the audio on Discord. There you go.
On here?
Can you hear us? Hello?
Hold on, not yet. I can hear something.
Hold on.
Hello?
Keem's tinier
Hello.
now.
Where are you,
Oh,
Stefan?
now you're on my desktop because you're on the wrong monitor still. I have 3 fucking monitors on my desk. Let me bring this over here so I'm actually looking at the camera.
No worries.
Ah! I got it to work. This is so cool that you guys use Discord for this.
Yeah.
For 5 years, I had the idea to use Discord to live stream something on YouTube, TikTok, whatever. But you know how it is technically speaking, you can't really live stream on TikTok other than using a phone.
Yep.
TikTok is so restrictive. Like you can't. There's no string keys and any
Nobody
of the
cares,
technical stuff
Stefan.
that you guys have been through all. Got sucked into all of this video about me and saying like, yo, Stefan is the guy that like he wouldn't hurt a fly, but like you can just make fun of him because he's so stupid, right?
All right, I'll take the lead here and fill you in. I'm Keemstar, by the way. And this show is called LOLCow Bus. This is the LOLCow universe. We have 25 shows that run around the clock and like redirect to each other here on YouTube.
It does look like I have hands over here flying. So I've put myself where Keem is because Keem's face triggers people, so I'm blocking Keem.
And I'm the founder and owner of this thing. And this show is LOLCow Bus. It's had its highs, it's had its lows. Right now, we're at like a medium spot. I think we have about 1,000 people watching us here on YouTube, maybe more, 1,300 actually right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of our hosts, Foxy Mama, over here, you might not recognize her because she lost a bunch of weight, but at one point she was at your mansion. And with this new documentary coming out, this has been a topic that we've been talking about from time to time with this documentary coming out on you because she was at your house, right?
Okay. Really quick before I didn't want to interrupt you. Is it okay for me to leave the TikTok on or should I get off the TikTok?
That's fine.
Totally fine.
Okay, just making sure that there's no issues like with anything.
No, cross promotion's fine.
I don't remember. I have to admit, probably in total more than 500 people have been through this house since I started, officially doing TikTok and saying like, hey, how they misrepresented it in the trailer, like holding up a big ass swimsuit. I never said that. I never said if you fit in here, come in my pool.
Yeah.
I said the steps to have a bikini body. Here's a bikini. Put the damn bikini on. Throw your butt in a circle and have fun. That was the original.
I told you, Fupa, they be lying in those documentaries. I told
The trailer is the ultimate clickbait. Listen, the TV is a business. I get.
Of course the trailer's clickbait. They don't tell you the price you pay.
I run a business. I make my money with everything but
I need to clip that. I still haven't got around to clipping that yet.
TikTok. I don't make anything on TikTok, right? TikTok has always been a hobby. The girls living with me or hanging out with me, friends. I don't make content with them other than for fun. I don't make any money off of them. Nobody pays me any money. This is literally just like, I'm set. You know, money-wise, I'm good. Like I don't need clicks and views or anything for money. And I would never ever put any of my eggs in a basket called TikTok. Like they just banned my account for no reason.
Yeah.
They said fake engagement. Since when has Paradise ever been fake engagement? Never. But I can totally agree with everybody. The trailer did exactly what it was supposed to do. It created the ultimate controversy. And by doing that, it will hopefully...
Exactly. That's what a trailer's supposed to do. The trailer is going to be dramatic. It's going to drum up interest so people come watch the documentary. So we don't know what's going to be represented until we actually watch it.
They bring everybody to watch the show.
Who is
I want everybody to watch the show.
Do you own any of this? Did you produce this film, or are you just the subject matter of it? Okay.
Okay. The production company approached me a while back, and they said, "Hey, we found your content. We see this Paradise thing. Like, you know, you have the girls around. You guys make all these trends. You guys look interesting. This is unusual because plus-size women are so unacceptable in society. Like, you know, basically, what are you doing? Like, how did you get? Like, we want to know your story." They approached me about like making a TV show about the past and present of Paradise, the people of Paradise, what is Paradise, that kind of stuff. I had no idea they're going to interview the people that made this whole slander campaign about me. And like the one thing I need people to know right out of the gate, the main person that led the slander and smear campaign against me has never been to the house, never talked to me, never met me anywhere, never had any communication with her. She didn't even...
He's talking about Rosie, but I think there were other women. There were women that actually were interviewed and have complaints against you that sued your ass. Rosie is just the biggest one right now, no pun intended, because Rosie has a whole community of reaction channels. The other women don't.
Even respond to a text message. When she first started her campaign, I reached out to her and I said, "Hey, can we talk? Like adults, figure this out, right? What's your problem?" She ignored me and instead made another video on TikTok and said, "I'm silencing people, I'm a predator, I'm dangerous, I need to be shut down, be afraid."
Now, there's 5 women total, right? That's what I heard? Or is that incorrect?
Okay.
He doesn't know.
5 women were included in the lawsuit.
Okay.
1 has never met me, never talked to me, has no idea who I am really, but like just didn't like me because she was in my Discord, and she didn't like Discord.
And that's the one you were just talking about?
Piggy Stardust, yes.
All right.
Her name is Kimberly Howder, aka Piggy Stardust.
Oh.
She actually posted 2 years before attacking me.
So
made a
not
public
Roz.
post that I'm gonna have to find really quick and read to you because you need to know she's a politician's daughter and a previous insurance saleswoman. Like she's a failed insurance saleswoman that turned into a corn farmer, right? So she had posted publicly. I don't know, guys. You can laugh about this if I can.
So not Roz.
You probably will, yeah. I mean,
it sounds like, you know, this all starts from a hater, right? Let's call it a hater, right? Everybody has haters online. But then at some point, the other women, they actually have been at your house, right? Or
yes,
no?
And I'll get to that. I can give you the whole story. So this girl right here, her public post on a fetish website was, and it's a picture of her that I cannot show. It's her naked, laying down, spread eagle, and it says, "Look at my fat, disgusting body. I need to be R-worded, spelled out properly.
Yeah.
If I told you my door was unlocked, would you come and use my body?" So this girl never met me, has no idea who I am, goes on TikTok, makes a derogatory video about me. And at the same time, and here's the perfect storm, here's all the coincidences that happen, right? A couple of weeks before she made that video, 6 girls or 5, it was a big group, it was 6 of us, had actually been at my house. And there was no problems while they were at the house. We had a...
Yeah, I have it sped up. We're at 1.65. I can slow it down a little bit.
Good time. We went on a road trip. We went swimming. We made TikToks. We went fucking viral. 16 million views on our swimsuit check video. Everything looked good. Everything looked fine.
I've seen that one.
On the last day, on the very, very last day, I have a surveillance video of them dancing in the living room. Fun. Making TikToks. Yet in the court documents, they claim that they felt like sex captives, right? A sex captive doesn't dance in the living room. On the next day, after they left, first of all, that one girl that is going to be a pretty big role, her name...
I mean, if you're making them dance, they could be...
Savannah Brown.
Yep.
He was sitting on the floor in her room, like upstairs in her bedroom. She was sitting on the floor crying because she didn't want to leave. She had such a good time, she didn't want to leave. On the next day, after she left my house, gone out of the house, left Paradise, back in Washington, she made a public TikTok and posted, "I can't wait to be back in Vegas." 5 days or 6 days, I don't have the timeline exactly. Like I documented it. The video is on my website. It's paradise.net. The whole evidence is posted for anybody that wants to go down the real rabbit hole with the proof and evidence. It's all posted with exact timestamps and everything because I cannot make this up. Right? 5 to 7 days after she left my house, she posted on our Discord in a private channel and said, "Guys, I just had the craziest sex dreams with Stefan and Castle. I'm in her sex dream."
Yeah.
7 days after. Then there was a period of peace and quiet, like, you know, nothing else was going on.
So you've talked about 2 of those women in the lawsuit, or 3? Or is it more than 2?
Right now, I've only talked about 2.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna have to like the problem is the topic is so big, the rabbit hole is so deep. Like I'm trying to condense it. So it's 5 women in the lawsuit. Out of the 5 women, 2 have never met me. Makes it 3. One of them was coerced and convinced by Piggy to make videos about me, and later came to me and apologized and said, "Oh my God, like I want to come back to your house. I want to step in front of a camera, and I want to tell the world that I'm so sorry that this got so blown out of proportion."
Do you have any proof of that? Like, was it via text?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
Everything.
We're down to 2 women. All right, 2
Seal,
women.
seal.
Everything I'm telling you, I have hard proof for. Everything I'm telling you is facts, and everything I'm telling you, I have the files to what is the English word? Corroborate.
You
Like,
have, receipts. You have the receipts. They're called receipts, like in this drama
yes.
sphere.
Okay.
So you
So
have 2 women.
out of 5 women that I did, my lawyer decided that actually. My lawyer came to me and he said like he's never seen anything this crazy. We're filing. We did a cease and desist to all 5 of them.
Them? Wait. You're suing them?
Yes, for slander defamation.
Yeah, they're lying.
I didn't know that. I thought they were suing
No.
him.
Listen. Very, very important. Not a single report, police or anything else was ever filed against me. Not a single complaint with any court was ever filed against me. The whole lawsuit bullshit was me trying to defend myself.
Yep.
And I learned later through the whole steps that like I could have skipped that. I could have literally just said like, you know what, it doesn't matter. Nothing's official. The problem is that like claiming SA on somebody is so damaging that like everybody here in the house, everybody behind me was like, oh my God, Stefan, like this is crazy. Like you need to get legal advice. Like this can.
Why did he lose it in Nevada court? It could be just maybe he didn't have enough evidence to prove that it was actually like slander or defamation. He may not have had enough proof for it. So it's very hard to win a defamation case.
Ruin your life. And I went to a lawyer and I showed the lawyer like some of the videos that Piggy made, and the lawyer was like, "Oh my fucking God!" Like 12 years in the business or whatever as an internet slander and defamation lawyer, and he said he's never seen anything like it.
Now I got a question: is Piggy still making videos on you?
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
And so I need to break this all down for you guys because I know there's a lot of people that have questions about this show. I got approached by producers probably 5 times in my lifetime on TikTok, right? I got approached for Love Don't Judge. I got approached for like I don't even know all the names, like Paradise Love House. I got approached for like all sorts of shows. Usually what happened every single time, Piggy and the gang sabotaged the project and made them cancel it because they went and they said, "How dare you gonna make any content with a predator, with a known like a dangerous?" They made me look like a pedo.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
that's what
Piggy,
detractors do. Yeah.
Yes, Piggy made a public video claiming that my ex-girlfriend who lived here, Cassandra Cass.
I don't. Keem hasn't paid him anything, unless he did a super chat or like a thing on TikTok. But Keem hasn't paid him. Yeah. Investigation Discovery is getting all kinds of hype for this show.
Cass, I don't know if you cast a blast.
Yeah.
God bless her heart. She passed 2 years ago. After 2 years of leaving my house, like she lived with me, she was in a relationship with me. Piggy bullied her into the ground. Cass was a person like very, very sadly, unfortunately, she had childhood SA experience. Traumatizing SA. And Piggy was calling her a groomer. She said, like, Cass is only Stefan's boyfriend, so she can bring in underage women for him to intoxicate and RAPE. Like, publicly, on TikTok, with thousands of viewers. She tore my boyfriend down into the ground, and her mental health just went to shit. And she made videos wearing a black dress and said she's going to wear that to Stefan's funeral. Like, she wanted me dead. And the whole time, the only real reason for her to do this is because she doesn't like me. And
So Stefan is coming on here and just trying to invalidate the people that are accusing him, trying to get ahead of whatever accusations these people are making against him in whatever lawsuit they had or whatever they were. I guess when the women that he sued for defamation. So he's just coming on here and trying to cover his ass. No, I'm just covering up Keem. Hi, Mackinstead.
Well, personal contact.
So this movie's coming out. Have you seen the movie? Have you seen a screening?
I have not seen it. I have not seen the final product.
Okay.
I mean, I can assume from the trailer, basically, they're going to say, this is weird. It's very unusual.
Lots of women don't even go to the police or report SA, especially if it wasn't like grape. Then a lot of women aren't going to report it for many reasons.
Well, you have all these plus size women over at your house. It's like the Playboy Bunnies mansion for the fat ladies, right?
Yes.
But there's all these allegations against you. There's a dark side of what the hell's going on in there. I mean, that sounds like what the movie is that we're about to watch now. Would you go as far as, if that's the narrative of the movie, to take action on the documentary people if they paint you too hard?
Well, see, the thing is, how can you? As a documentary company, they have an obligation to be truthful.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I showed my truth. I spoke my truth. Everybody here in the house got interviewed. We filmed. We spoke our truths.
Oh, so that they actually dug in and got your side of the story as well.
They
Right,
came here. They
Celestial.
went 20 people deep with multiple cameras and rigs and everything, like,
Okay.
hardcore like production. And I have no idea.
That LOLCow host looks so much like Libby. I know, doesn't it?
To say this up front right now, I have no idea why Rosie, Quirky Lover Rose, is in the trailer. She's never been here, never talked to me, other than flirted with me on Discord in 2020 that I had totally forgotten about. Like, I don't even know who Rosie is. I learned myself very quickly that there's a lot of drama about her because the official trailer posted on YouTube by the production company, ID Discovery, the entire comment section is tearing into what the fuck is Rosie doing here?
He's not wrong. He is not wrong on that. There are so many comments in there, people being like, what the fuck? What's this bitch doing in here?
She has no connection to paradise. Rosie apparently is trying to make me look like a feeder house. There's no feeding. Like, we eat dinner, like family. Like, everybody who's watched Paradise live stream at any point in time might have seen us sitting around the table, and one of the beautiful women dished up a delicious dinner, and we were just sitting eating on camera.
Stefan, can you hold for a minute? So Foxy has actually been to your house. She's the one with the orange hair and the pink headphones. Foxy,
Correct.
when you went over to the mansion, did it seem like feeding was going on?
I mean, it was always like fast food for sure.
When were you here? What year?
2021.
Was Cass here still?
Yes.
Okay, that was season 3. I mean, yeah, fast food. Yes.
Season 3.
That's fine.
Tacos. Yeah.
But was it an excess?
Yeah,
Was
it was
it-
definitely in excess. I mean, there was a lot of trips to Heart Attack Grill where the girls
Really?
would jump on the scale that's outside the restaurant and then go in and eat and get spanked.
Stefan,
Yeah.
you were turned on about those girls getting on the scale. Did you see that?
What about the scale?
No,
You enjoyed it.
when she mentioned the scale, you lit up. You were like, ooh.
Listen, I'm from Germany. When I came to America and I saw the Heart Attack Grill, I said, that is the definition of America. That's the definition of America. That's the definition of Las Vegas. That's the definition of circus and spectacle and entertainment. We went viral on multiple accounts from multiple people, literally just filming us. When I say us, getting on that scale out there by the Heart Attack Grill. It's entertainment.
Yeah, it is entertainment. It is Vegas. I do want to say, by the way, I'm a Vegas local. I literally own a house on Fremont Street, right? I'm right there by the Heart Attack Grill. I heard they closed it down, by the way, which fucking
Yes,
sucks.
they did.
It's awful.
They did.
I do want to say, just so you're aware, because you're freshly coming into our community, we do have, during this week, an interview with someone who's part of the HBO fucking special, right? That's happening on Tuesday, and we have another interview possibly on Thursday.
Oh.
Would you like to come out and have the final word on this whole topic on Friday this week?
Sure. I mean,
Why are you giving him the fucking final word? Yeah, exactly. People with Rosie being like, oh, if you're on Stefan's side. Rosie was basically saying the other night that if you are against her, then you're for Stefan. And it's like, no, you both fucking suck.
I mean, I've always said to anybody and everybody, I have no secrets.
Yep.
I, like, you know,
Yeah, I mean, your TikTok stream supports
I
you a
think
lot.
he's a creep.
We want to give you the last word on this whole thing this week because we are running a special on this entire week. So
Do we? I think you're the only one, Tech. I think you're kind of a creep too.
I've heard a lot of the accusations. I've seen a lot of the trailers in the documentary, and it feels like it tries to paint you in a negative light that I don't think you deserve, personally.
I mean,
Dude, come on, fuck off, Tech. Fuck off.
I like, the only thing I can tell people right now at this
Look at Foxy. Look at Foxy up here like, yeah.
point, like, you know, me sitting here trying to defend myself makes me look stupid.
No.
The best thing I have done in the past, and this is also the videos that I posted on paradise.net on my website. There's a whole allegation section because it's not a secret. You know, Piggy made 350 videos about me. They went live with Aunt Karen, which is another one of those, like, you know, online Me Too movement, cancel culture, vultures or whatever. They put this all out there one-sided with a narrative that was always
Keep drinking your fucking beer there, Tech. Number 16, alcoholic. Jesus fucking Christ.
2 steps exaggerated. You know, this happened and we make it look like this. You know, I'm not a saint. I'm not sitting here I'm saying I'm perfect. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, I didn't make mistakes. You know, everybody makes mistakes.
What mistakes have you made in
I
reference to this?
didn't vet people enough to come before inviting them to the house.
Okay,
Like,
so but what mistakes other than that? I mean, obviously, right? But other than that, like, what mistakes? Was there any a time where, like, maybe you misread a situation?
I mean, anybody can misread a situation, of course. But, like, you know, I think the most drastic things that happened to me is I've said things out of anger, like reactive abuse. Like, I got called all the names under the sky. I said, like, you know, you should die. You should get deported. You should take your kids taken away from you. All blah 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 blah. And then eventually I snapped and I responded and I said, you know what? Maybe you should experience what it really is, what they're trying to make it out to be. You know, I still, to this day, feel like, sadly, in today's community, in today's society, the word SA is too wide of a spectrum. I would never.
But no, I disagree. If you feel like you've been violated in some fashion, then you can say that you feel like you've been SA'd. it's just, I mean, we'll take a look at his. I have this open over here. To look at after this stream. Just to take a look, because maybe some of these women aren't good people. Maybe some of these women are like Roz, like he was alleging the other night. But the fact that he can be like all these women are just like Roz that are doing this, then that puts doubt and questioning into what could possibly be legitimate SA accusations. Because we know that Roz has a tendency to be like, oh, I regret doing this, so I'm going to claim SA after the fact and rewrite it. So, just the fact that she's even involved plants that seed of doubt and distrust in the women that are making these allegations, because he can say that and be like, all these fucking women just like her.
You would never catch me walking into a grocery store, a bar, any event or whatever, and just grabbing and touching somebody anywhere, other than maybe a shoulder to alert them to something, right?
Now, when you're at the parties, right? You know,
But just because they're at your house doesn't give you the right to touch them. Just because they're at your house, in your pool, or wherever, it doesn't give you the right to touch them in ways that could be seen as inappropriate or sexual.
I've heard stories of like you're walking by, you grab a girl's stomach, you know, you
somebody that I know, a friend.
Well, that's what Foxy claimed that you did to her. When you went by, you like grabbed her stomach.
Yes.
Remember that? I mean, there's also times, 2021. Like you need to tell me like what time frame you were here, like 2021 when. Like,
May and June.
That doesn't really make sense because they came out with their stuff. They came out with their stuff in June, and literally like from the first time.
Huh? I'll show you a TikTok and you'll remember me. How about that?
Okay.
So were all these allegations like finally dying down since the lawsuit happened years ago? And do you feel like all of this is being brought up again with this documentary?
It's kind of like, I mean, obviously the documentary. Hold on.
Yeah, just click on that watch stream. You'll be able to see her evidence.
Into the thick of it.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's her.
Yep. That's me.
Long time ago.
Yes, very long time.
That video. I mean, that was like.
Break your heart. Does it break your heart that she's skinny now?
No, absolutely not. I just said on my TikTok earlier, like she looks fabulous.
Well, but
so I will say in their Discord, there are channels for like weight loss and health. So the Discord for health, diet, fitness, health females, health males, health mental. All of it isn't just for like fat. There are women in here looking to lose weight. I mean, there's like guys in here that have posted losing weight. There's women that have posted losing 200 pounds. So there are people in the Discord, and there are channels in the Paradise Discord for like weight loss and health. No, there is nothing in here related to Fifiism in the Discord. I haven't seen the NSFW channel because I haven't participated in the Discord. So I don't have permission to enter that particular channel, but yeah. But I can say for all the public stuff, yeah.
You're not into skinny girls, right? You like big girls.
Hey, wait. I can still appreciate somebody that looks pretty, or like,
True.
I
Okay.
can, I've never shamed anybody. I've never sat here and said, oh yeah, skinny girls are not it.
But let's get to the root of this. Let's get to the root of this. Where does this preference come from? Where you like the 300, 400, 500 pound women?
I don't know, Keem. Where does the preference for people 20 years younger than you come from? You're just attracted to who you're attracted to, dude. He likes big girls. It's fine. Not everybody wants to hug a stick or somebody that's thin. Some people are only attracted to thin people or fit people. Some people are only attracted to bigger people. It doesn't fucking matter. Where does this come from? Shut the fuck up, Keem. I'm sure me saying that with his hands like this around me probably isn't like doing much. It looks like he's getting ready to grab me. Ah!
Where does that come from?
Honestly, I wish I could tell you. And sometimes I wish I could turn it the fuck off, because it caused me nothing but like grief and hate and bullying in my life. You know, I don't know. I was born with it. I've never dated a skinny girl.
Well, if you're the man out there that seeks multiple women, that comes with problems.
Not only no. Like my first girlfriend was like, I don't know, maybe 350 or whatever in Germany, and it was just one. It was a monogamous relationship, and I got plenty of hate. Like you have no idea as a male, as a guy, the level of hate you get.
He's behind me, isn't he?
For dating a big girl. You get publicly shamed. You get pointed at. You get pictures taken of you. You get comments made and all sorts of stuff. Like I had to stand up to my own parents eventually and move out of my parents' house because my mom was not like giving me peace of, you know, like my first girlfriend was like chunky.
Your mom was not dealing with the fact that you liked a big woman.
He was always trying to convince them to go on a diet or whatever, and I'm like, no, I'm not encouraging anybody to eat and get fatter. I'm not encouraging anybody to get skinnier. I'm encouraging people to be fucking happy. If you need to be skinnier to be happy, you get the fuck skinnier.
True. I think we figured it out. The parents, I think we figured it out. The parents said, no fat girls for you. And you were like, I'll show them. I'm going to be this crazy inventor. I'm going to be set for fucking life. I'm getting a mansion in Vegas, and I am filling it with hogs. Like,
the whole story,
women.
You're going to laugh.
You are so you're such a fucking dick, Keem. Oh my god. You're such a fucking asshole.
Dude, honestly, the whole story with the mansion is funny too.
So you've obviously had, like, you've been attracted to bigger women your entire life, right?
Yes.
So what inspired you to, like, create this, like, community and, like, go public with it and, like, create content around it?
Okay, I came to the US in 2004. I got into a monogamous relationship, but I went to the first BBW bash in 2006 at the the Vegas bash, the BBW Network's BBW Vegas bash, 1,000 people at the Stardust.
Right, Empress? People are attracted to all sorts of things. Some like more physical attributes. Some look more for what kind of person you are. So we're going to be like, oh, where did that come from? Why are you attracted to... Shut the fuck up. Why is your wife attracted to a misogynistic asshole? Where did that come from? It's his mom's fault.
And I was hooked. I was like, you know, cool, there's an actual community, like, you know, body positivity, people like just hyping each other up and like liking whatever. So I went from 2006 on, I went to every single bash, and those bashes are big plus size conventions.
Can you just give me a minute? I did not even know that there was a BBW.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's BBW bashes. But you told Roz that there isn't really a BBW poly scene. Yeah, Keem is a dick.
I
didn't know that existed.
I was there, Keem.
Listen, there are furry conventions, there's Star Wars conventions, there's a BBW, there's a plus size convention. Why not? There's a bear convention, like, you know, big guys.
The minute I went to that BBU convention, I was hooked. I needed that in my life.
BBW.
Actually, I was hooked in 1999. I went with my parents and did a 5-week round trip of the US, a big road trip from New York to LA to New Orleans to Disney, everything in between, and Vegas. And I fell in love with the US, or the culture in New Orleans in 99, walking the streets of Bourbon Street, and there was big girls, skinny girls, tall girls, short girls, black girls, white girls, and couples, of course. And the scene that is burnt in my memory, there was this couple sitting on the benches on Jackson Square overlooking the Mississippi River, and the girl was big. And I'm telling you, 500 pounds big or whatever. And the guy was skinny like me, and he had his arm around her, and they were just cuddling and looking at the river. And they were having such a good time, and nobody cared. Nobody bullying them. There was a bunch of people. Nobody gave a fuck. It was just a wholesome scene. And I was like, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy one day. Like, I want to be sitting here on the benches looking at the Mississippi with a big girlfriend.
You were judged.
So Taylor, he invented the little button fob press for convertibles that will lower the convertible roof. I wonder if Remy has that in his convertible. So he invented that, and that's where he got his money.
In your homeland for dating a big woman, your parents said no. America is the place where everyone's fat, and
not everybody, but New Orleans really did it.
And this is the place where you're not going to be judged the same. Yes, there's still some judgment, but it's just not going to be the same. And then you take it a step further, and you do the BBW Playboy Mansion, known as Paradise.
That fell in my lap, kind of. So in 2004, 5, 6, 7, I was in a monogamous relationship. Like, you know, eventually the relationship for different reasons didn't work out. She was actually a big girl, don't get me wrong, pretty big girl, very beautiful. But, like, you know,
Same, Bella. It's just, for me, it's more about the person. I mean, the more I'm attracted to a person as a person, the more physically attractive I find them. It's just how I am. And some people are only attracted to physicality. Convertibles. Yeah. I'm sorry you lost your husband, Empress, but I'm glad that you were able to find that love.
I moved to, we had to move to LA for my business, and she was from Kansas, and disconnecting from my family, and like it just didn't work. She moved back to Kansas, we stayed friends. Then I got into an open marriage with somebody that I met at the bash in 2008. At the BBW bash, I met somebody, got into a relationship, then got married for 5 years, and that didn't work out for other reasons.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get into that here. So it was a gruesome divorce, very bad. And then I met somebody else at another bash. And so bash to bash to bash, I was always like,
So he's meeting all of his partners at these BBW bashes. I wonder if he ever went to any of those BBW Smex parties in Georgia that Roz was a part of back in 2020. Maybe he was one of the 10 dicks in one night. She doesn't know it. Grace says, to be fair, I do ask myself sometimes why I'm attracted to men. You know, I've heard a lot of straight women say that they know that homosexuality isn't a choice, because if they could choose, they would choose to be attracted to women.
I like this community. And then I have a really good friend from Canada. Her name is Rita, and she used to run a bash in Canada, at Niagara Falls. She rented out the entire hotel, and it was the most wholesome bash. Like, room decoration parties, all sorts of stuff, like room decoration contest. I won twice. And I was like, this community feel is it. I like that. I like I like seeing people together, hyping each other up, friendships evolving, and all that kind of stuff. And in 2018, that relationship that I was in kind of like dissolved, and I ended up by myself in this house, which I had bought during the housing crisis in Vegas when everything was dirt cheap.
Yeah,
so I got lucky, and I bought this thing as a fixer-upper. Like, if I can ever show you the before and after pictures, you're actually gonna laugh. Like, this was dumb.
Stefan, as a Vegas local, because I don't want to expose myself too much. Was this Breeze pop-up, or was this like the Excellence Plus bashes?
No, I used to go to BBW Network. That was the original, which eventually turned into the original. I don't know the details, so I can't.
Why do you know about all these tech? Why do you know about all of these BBW events in Vegas, Mr. Tech Protect?
Can't spill tea, but the original organizers kind of fell apart. Then Bree Brown took over, and she hosted it at the Plaza a couple of times. And then I don't know exactly what happened. Eventually, Stu started hosting Excellence Plus, and I went to that one. And then I went to Bree's. Then Bree started hers back up at the Tuscany, and I went to that one. Then, based on the allegations, without any proper cause, I got banned from Excellence Plus. So I have nothing nice to say about Stu and Excellence Plus at this point, because the women who are witch hunting me, who are trying to burn me at the stake, they support Stu. And Stu has very loud, very, very well-known allegations.
Was Stu running this at the Plaza? Is that back in the day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I understand.
And Stu has massive allegations with documented allegations against.
Hey, LaFay. So why were you banned from this, Stefan?
And the ladies happily party with him. He's fine to run a bash where they can party with him, but I need to be burned at the stake. So there's a little bit of a double standard. It's not like, okay, we need to save all of womankind from these dangerous men, but we're only picking one. We're only picking on one. The other one is fine to party with because he provides a nice, fun BBW bash where we can advertise our corn farmer income, and we can get clients, and we can make money, and we can basically we can exist under it because I'm not allowed to come.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm hearing from you is that this is all innocent. You're just a guy that likes the BBWs, all right? And you were very successful. You can.
Yeah, a while back, that was one of the things that Roz was all like, whenever Amber mentioned Rosie just once about taking food and being like, eh. And then we got the...
I didn't consent to that, Amber. I didn't consent to this.
We got that.
Can afford to throw some parties and fill the house with BBWs. You're completely innocent of any wrongdoing whatsoever. These people are slandering you, ruining your name. They're taking your wholesome moment where you do nothing wrong, and they're corrupting it into a crime, and it is not fair to you. But what are you guilty of, other than like trusting people you shouldn't trust? Like, where are your mistakes?
I know. I was literally trying to tell you, like, no, the way that you said it right now, I don't feel like that. No, I'm not sitting here saying I'm innocent.
Okay.
I fucked up. If oh God, what's Foxy? If I did touch Foxy inappropriately, like, I am so fucking sorry for that. It wasn't a thing that, like, I just needed to grab everybody. Like, it wasn't meant to be sexual in a way. And the things that happened with the women too, like the lawsuit women, like the only two that had a valid voice in this, they came here to my house after extensively flirting with me, sending me nudity, sending me loaded text, making plans to making plans for all sorts of orgy stuff or whatever, sending me illegal content, right? In the text messages leading up to their visit to my house. When they came to my house, the entire group, all 6 of us, participated in a group activity, which consisted of
in a group activity, they can revoke consent at any time. Just because they sent you all of these things beforehand, if once they get there and things start happening, if they're like, okay, I'm out, and if you continue, then that's when it becomes SA.
booty tap, walking past somebody, smacking their butt and saying something, right? And that's documented in the videos that I have.
That's totally fair. I mean, just so you know, Keemstar has had some moments himself. We got a $20 donor that wanted to let you know, Stefano, don't let Keemstar fool you. He loves BBWs too. Last month, a 600-pound woman broke his heart publicly. So it happens to all of us, right? Keemstar's also, he's made music around fat women summer, right? He also loves fat women.
They're joking.
And there's nothing
wrong with it.
Either way, nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the problem that I see, the mission that I had originally to come on TikTok and make a Discord and all that kind of stuff, what I hate, what I absolutely don't like seeing, is why do people get pissed when a plus-size person just exists?
Exactly.
Like, what makes a plus-size person so unacceptable that you have to bully them, not even knowing them? Like, Rissa...
None of us are upset for plus-size people existing. I'm obese. I'm fucking fat. Right? It's about their behavior and how they act. If you want to have your house of BBW, fine. If everybody's there consenting and everything is consensual, fine. Give them a space to live, make content, hang out, whatever. But if somebody revokes consent, they revoke consent. Just don't be creepy and gross about things.
Is why do people get pissed when a plus-size person just exists?
Exactly.
I mean, there are some people that do just fucking hate fat people. I mean, that is true, but it just... Those of us making content...
Like, what makes a plus-size person so unacceptable that you have to bully them, not even knowing them? Like, Rissa literally just got bullied the other day at the grocery store. Somebody recorded her in her face, phone in her face, and saying, you are the problem with America. Like...
I wouldn't be rude like that, but I'm like a tad fat phobic, right?
You are very fat phobic.
All my friends that are fat, like I try to get them healthy and I want them to lose weight. And we actually run a program called Fat Camp. It's 2 weeks down in Texas, and I have all the people that are heavy.
It's in Texas, but it doesn't actually work now, does it, Keem?
Working out and dieting and stuff. So I kind of run like an opposite event where we celebrate losing weight. But yeah, you don't have to be rude. Like the fact when you're telling me someone recorded her in the fucking store and was rude to her like that and said you're the problem with America, no, that's crossing the line. That's extreme bullying. Yeah.
And your mission, what you're doing, is absolutely valid and absolutely needed because there are people that are going to want to do that.
Yep.
Because like I said, my stance on this is like, if I meet somebody, I asked during a conversation, I might ask them, hey, what makes you happy? Because at the end of the day, our life on this earth is nothing but a dash between two dates. If you want to be fat, but you're happy as fuck, be happy. Like, I would not try to force you into anything. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to tell you, if you have, any issues or whatever, mobility issues.
Do you currently have a girlfriend?
Did you see Foxy's face? Did you see Foxy's face just then?
If you want to be fat, but you're happy as fuck, be happy. Like, I would not try to force you into anything. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to tell you, if you have, any issues or whatever, mobility issues.
Do you currently have a girlfriend?
No, I'm currently single.
Okay.
Do you see her kind of squint her eyes like,
Hey, let's say you had a girlfriend, which then ended up to be your wife. And we all know what she looks like. She a BBW, right? Or BWW, whatever it's called.
BBW,
right?
yeah, a big girl.
Okay. She's a big girl. And she just...
Big, beautiful women, Keem. It isn't that hard to remember, BBW. Or think of Bath and Body Works.
Decides, okay, look, I can't do this anymore. I need to lose the weight. Maybe she gets the surgery with a staple of the stomach or whatever. And she loses a bunch of weight and gets in shape. Would you leave her? Do you think there's a possibility that the relationship would end because she got skinny?
Pretty unlikely. Because if I'm in love with somebody, I want that person to be happy and healthy no matter what. My preference is a preference, and I'm also like, I'm very open-minded. Open relationship, poly relationship. I don't know if any of this anything.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, like you got to be somewhat attracted. My beautiful fiance is like 15 pounds or whatever. If she's like 300 pounds, I would probably something would be wrong. I'd be like. I might fall out of love or something. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't want people to villainize others for physically diminished attraction. It happens the other way around too. You know, how many girls are out there watching right now that had a boyfriend they met and the boyfriend was like, dad bod, maybe, then they turned into a gamer and they just sit there all day like gaming and eating, and all of a sudden the boyfriend blows up and turns into like a big guy, which we call a BHM, big handsome man. But it happens. And like, would you villainize the girl now for saying like, you know what, like, I met you at this weight or this size or whatever, and now that you blew the hell up, I can't help it. But
if I let myself go and I become like a fat bastard, right?
Like me.
I expect
okay, it's a bad example. Okay, a bad example because I made it sound like they let themselves go and were just eating and being lazy. How about they have a thyroid problem, or the other way around? Like, I have a friend. I have a really, really good, very, very beautiful friend in Washington State. She at some time weighed over 700 pounds, and she could not do nothing about it. She had to go through radiation therapy and all sorts of stuff because she had a thyroid issue. And I hate this fucking debate where people say, oh yeah, obesity is a choice. Sometimes it's not. In mathematics and physics or whatever, if there's one example that can negate the statement is invalid. Like, you cannot say all fat people are lazy or all fat people have a choice, because if at least one person doesn't have a choice and it's a medical condition, your statement now is overreaching and shouldn't be made.
I don't know if that's true. I think even if you have a thyroid issue.
It is true, Keem. Shut the fuck up. Some people have medical conditions that either cause them to gain weight. There are medications. There are some birth controls that will fuck with your hormones so much, women will gain 50, 70, 100 pounds on certain medications. There are certain, like, SSRIs and, like, mental health medications. There are various reasons that could cause someone to gain a lot of weight. And it isn't because they're sitting around eating fucking cheeseburgers and extra large pizzas and milkshakes. Shut the fuck up, you douche.
Issue if you're less calories in than
she turned vegan and she ate I visited her for a while, and like she ate portions that, like, I would have like fallen off the bone. And
well, it also
I believe her.
What you're eating though, right? If she's eating bread, she's eating just straight carbs.
Yeah, and it's
fuck off, Keem. Right, Ms. Butler, I have a thyroid issue. I have hypothyroidism. In my chart, I think my endo said that it was Hashimoto's. I have a thyroid condition, makes it really fucking hard for me to lose weight. And I'm on medication. I eat between 16 and 1800 calories. But it's just like, shut the fuck up, Keem. Oh no, Kaylee. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain, it's just, there's so many reasons. Yeah, right. His fiance better sign a fucking prenup.
How did you have to intake to be like 600 plus pounds?
It's forever going to be a debate where.
What do you say?
She's eating just straight carbs.
Yeah, and it's like, how did you have to intake to be like 600?
It doesn't matter if your metabolism is fucking nothing, you're not going to be burning anything extra. You are going to gain weight. It doesn't fucking matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're exercising. It doesn't matter if you're eating in a caloric deficit. It really doesn't fucking matter. If you have hormones or medication or any of these medical conditions working against you, it really doesn't fucking matter. When I was working with a trainer at the gym, about 8-9 years ago, I was working with him 3 days a week for an hour. And he knew that I had hypothyroidism. And I had my labs done. And I was like, yeah, my number, I told him my number. I forget what it was, but he's like, oh, wow. He's like, honestly, he's like, with your thyroid levels being that out of whack right now, he's like, I can't out-train your hormones. He's like, no amount of exercise is going to be able to do anything. He's like, you can't out-train your hormones. He's like, but if you are feeling better and you're feeling stronger, that's the important thing right now while your doctor's working on getting your thyroid levels to where they need to be. Because I was getting really dejected because I was working with him for like 6 months and I was eating better, but but I wasn't losing any weight. And he was like, do you feel better? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm feeling better and stronger. And he's like, okay. He's like, that's the important thing. He's like, don't give up. I miss Joe. He was a really good trainer. But yeah, it's just fuck off, Keem. Fuck all the way off. I think the moral of this story is that Stefan is an asshat. Yes, he is asshat. He's coming across as the nice guy that accepts everybody, but I want to hear what other people have to say about him. And Foxy up here, I'm not sure.
100+ pounds.
It's forever going to be a debate where decent, respectful people will eventually come to a point where you might just have to agree to disagree, just like politics and religion, but stop attacking each other. Like basically just say, you know,
Well,
I accept.
I agree with that, but I also think there's a good chance that she may have been lying to you, right? Like,
A very
because,
low chance, though.
Well, the reason why is because it's an addiction, right? And people lie about their addictions, whether it's alcohol.
Well, no, Keem. I think you're just a fucking dick. Well, Pat Ray, so this woman up here on the left visited the Paradise House in 2021, and she was there for 2 months.
Alcohol, food, you know, drugs, whatever. They lie. You know, gambling. They'll be like, you know, I just won. They'll never tell you about their losses when they're out gambling. That's the problem with addictions is people just lie about it. Like one of our hosts, ALR, that was up here. I mean, she was trying to convince everyone that she ate like well under 200,000 or 2,000 calories.
Yeah, she was saying it was 2,000 calories. Are you familiar, Stefan, with who Amber Lynn Reed is?
Why are you bringing Amber in? Who the fuck? What does Amber Lynn have to do with any of this fucking shit? But it's like, you may just be more demisexual, Aquamarine, but it's like, I forgot what I was going to say. They just piss me off.
Vaguely, because people in my TikTok chat, like, you know, sometimes bring her up. I've seen that there was a controversy, but then again, as a respectful human being, I don't judge somebody that I haven't met, that I haven't really educated myself, and I know there's a lot of controversy and a lot of drama and a lot of negativity about her out there.
Yeah.
But I have learned too that like I don't judge.
Who's that, Aquamarine? Whitney Way Thor. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I mean, people can lie. Here, is a spaghetti goblin. People can lie about what they're eating and what they're doing. Absolutely. But there are people that legitimately are doing what they can, but they have so many things working against them. Also, when it comes to the fat cells, they shrink. They never go away. They just shrink. And they want to get bigger again. So you have your lost fat in there working against you because it wants to inflate again. It wants to get bigger. So even your own fat loss is working against you whenever you lose weight. So if you've never gained weight to where you've had to lose a lot of weight and you've never struggled with your weight, it's easy for you to say, just put the fork down, just eat less. When for a lot of us, it isn't that fucking easy.
Somebody just by a one-sided story. I've heard the name, okay?
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
did see that Emily was in your chat last night, and you got pretty excited about it when she was in your chat.
Do you remember Emily? Was she?
Girlfriend.
Was huh?
Amberlyn Reed's girlfriend.
Yeah, Emily.
Is Emily Emily Reed's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like Emily the.
Well, she was.
No, different Emily. He's thinking of a different Emily.
They broke up recently.
Emily's the one that dated the very, very heavy woman that died.
What was your name, Foxy?
I don't remember. You probably know
Fupa?
Colleen.
Colleen.
So hold on, really quick, so I don't have a mess up here. You're talking about Emily with the vessel tattoo on her neck, right?
No.
No.
This is a two different Emily's.
This Emily is relatively skinny, and she only dates
Her TikTok name is okay then.
large women.
She's been accused of being a death feeder.
Yeah. don't know if you're
I've
familiar.
been accused of that. Is there any proof of it? No.
Well,
But
Emily's last partner, publicly online, did pass away from complications to her size. How big was she, Fupa? Do you remember how big Emily's ex was?
Like 700.
Yeah, and they made some content online about her eating food sexually. You know, it was quite the controversy online. And now she's dating Amberlyn Reed. Well, they recently broke up this past like couple days.
Today.
I guess she was in your chat, and people are saying that you were excited to see her there. Do you remember her at all?
I think her name is Okay
Oh,
then.
Okay.
wait. I think that I might have mixed up some Emilys because I have a friend Emily that was actually here at the house.
Okay. With the tattoo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it might have been a confusion. I don't want to put that blame on you. But
No,
yeah, she
like,
had some
I
controversy.
only know one Emily.
Yeah.
And what I've always said, and I still completely stand by that,
Hi,
is like,
bunnies.
if people come in the chat on my TikTok with the intent to start drama or to perpetuate drama or to gossip and say like negative things about
I think Tommy was there just to see fat girls.
other people, I don't take to it. Like I don't do it. The only time that I've ever spoken negative on TikTok about anybody is if it was me defending myself. I never go out there attack.
Yeah.
I always defend.
Okay, Stefan, we're gonna have to cut it a little short because basically at this point we got your side. You know, you're saying that you're innocent of a lot of this stuff, pretty much all of it. I want
to hear more what Foxy has to say.
Pass over a couple questions to Foxy, and then we're gonna let you go because we're gonna have you back on because we're gonna do an interview with one of these people that are making the allegations against you, and that would be a good way for you to come back and follow up on some of the stuff they said.
Can you tell me?
Emily was in his TikTok live last night. Hey, Nikki. Welcome in, dear. How did I get on this panel? You don't want to know what I had to do to get on this panel.
Tell me who it is that you're going to interview?
We can give one name, right, Foxy?
Nobody knows yet.
Oh, okay.
We might have to confirm.
Involved in the lawsuit?
No, I do not want to. I don't want to give that name until tomorrow, until that person is able to be on here, because I don't want there to be like any intimidating happening or.
Investigation Discovery must be just like, why don't you all just shut up? Why don't you all shut up and let people watch the documentary? Everybody in the documentary's coming online, saying all kinds of shit. Investigation Discovery's over here going, NDA! NDA! Right? They don't tell you the price you pay!
Yeah, no, I would be the last person to intimidate anybody.
Well, maybe not you, but like a third party. It's better to just kind of like, let it happen, and then after it happens, then we'll.
Yeah, they're loving the publicity, but they're probably like, watch what you say.
Come on, go ahead, Fox.
And I still wanted to tell you this really quick.
Yeah.
With your statement, you're saying like, I'm not sitting here saying I'm innocent. I'm not sitting here. I never did anything. I am the only thing that I'm saying, and I want that to be heard very loud and clear. If anybody would have ever had a problem with me, I've always had open ears. If anybody would have ever felt a certain way about something that I did, something that I said, or whatever, you can literally sit here, or we could go outside, or we could go in the fucking smush room where there's no camera, right? Like if you don't want to be recorded, absolutely no problem. Like I've always told people, I have two open ears. I'm very like constructive criticism any day. If anybody would have came to me and said like, you know what, honestly, which actually happened in this case too. Before the lawsuit, like there was a small period of time after they suddenly started talking negative about me on the internet, before Piggy came out with her SA allegations, there was a whole phase of going on Discord, on video chats, and me apologizing and saying like, oh my god, like I didn't know that you felt uncomfortable. You could have told me. Like I would have immediately. And actually, the way it is, this one girl, Savvy, there was an incident. We were all slapping each other's butts. We were all goofing around. And at some point, she turned to me only and said, hey, Stefan, would you please not do this anymore? And I said, oh my god, absolutely. I'm so sorry. Like I had no idea.
Yeah,
and from that day on, from that second on, I did not lay a finger on that girl.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Stefan. Just so you're aware, the interview is happening tomorrow with one of the ladies. We have another one possibly on Thursday. If you want to come on Friday's show, it is 5 p.m. your time in Vegas. The same thing.
What kind of question is that, Courtney?
Is anybody able to do me like a huge favor, because this is all like so much for me right now? Can anybody send me as a DM on here, like the schedule?
I got you.
Schedule?
Go ahead, Foxy.
I was gonna ask, what did end up happening with the lawsuit?
I can tell you. In Nevada, the state of Nevada has a very specific law that prevents a public figure and limited person, aka a TikToker, limited person, public figure, to defend yourself against slander and defamation, because it turns the situation around in the way that you, as the person being slandered, you now have the burden of proof.
Right.
And you know how impossible it is to prove that something didn't happen. If I claim, or if you claim that I touched you inappropriately, or like I punched you, whatever, right? And you pull up a video of that happening, positive proof, no questions asked. It is impossible to.
So you claim that didn't happen.
it didn't go to court. It never went to discovery. So people never got subpoenaed and put under oath on the stand. It ended at the point where I filed all of my paperwork. The opposing side filed all their paperwork, and they lied their asses off in the paperwork. Like I can tell you, Porkchop literally committed like perjury on her paperwork. And the judge just looked at it and said, this is just an online controversy. They made a statement and said, clearly, the accusation of sexual assault as defined by NRS blah, 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 did not happen. If the women ever were to bring complaint against me in court, it would be certainly dismissed. So SA didn't happen. But in the loosest colloquial sense, SA can mean anything, including a booty tap, and a booty tap happened. So I wasn't able
It can, yes. That could be SA.
to prove that a booty tap wasn't SA because I wasn't.
It was thrown
I tuned part of him out. I'm sorry.
out because there wasn't actual proof. It was basically like she said.
Well, I
It
mean,
was-
you was going after them for slander, right? But you couldn't prove that.
Like I wasn't able to prove that she honestly really didn't think or didn't feel that what happened constituted in the very loosest colloquial, like, you know.
Right, you can't prove that because if she says I feel like you SA'd me because I didn't want that kind of touch.
Mickey Mouse sense SA. I would never use that.
Did you say Mickey Mouse sense? Oh my god, fuck off. Hi, Southern Bonita. No, I'm gonna maybe give benefit of the doubt that English is his second language. But you're minimizing what women could perceive as SA.
That she honestly really didn't think or didn't feel that what happened constituted in the very loosest colloquial, like, you know, Mickey Mouse sense SA. I would never use SA for that term. Like, you know, if these women would have gone on the internet and they said, I went to paradise and, like, you know, we didn't really like it and we all tapped each other's booties and that was it, but nothing else actually happened, but we don't like him and we're not going to come back, it would have been no shock factor. Like, nobody would have given a fuck, you know? Okay, you can.
If you were to grab a woman's boobs and she didn't want you to do that, or if she found it inappropriate, that's SA. If you grab a woman's ass or pat her on the ass and she's like, whoa, hey, especially with the environment that you have with things leading to smexy time, it could be seen as SA.
Don't come back. Don't go back. You went there voluntarily. You stayed voluntarily. You didn't want to leave. You had a sex dream about him 9 days later, but don't go back. You know, it's fine.
All right. Thank you so much, Stefan. We're gonna have you back Friday. We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for bringing me up.
Yep. Thanks for coming. All right. There you have it. I didn't want to.
Now, again, it could, you know, devil's advocate. We could have people like Rosie that do these things and then regret it later and then claim that it was SA or that they were, you know, grommed into something. There is that possibility. That's always a possibility. But if they took away consent at that time, then you shouldn't be touching them.
Want to take it all the way to the end because I wanted a chance to like debrief and talk.
Yeah, smart.
You know.
Well, if he's willing to come up, I think now, like, we would have had questions prepared if we would have known that he would be willing to come up. Honestly,
I had questions prepared. I was cooking, but I kept getting interrupted, bro. I was about to.
He does talk a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it would be good to, like, after the interviews, we can, like, hear their story, hear their side, and then take questions from there. Because obviously we have questions just about his experience, but I want to know what their experience was.
Yeah.
And there's another person who is kind of on the fence of whether they do or don't want to do this. And I hope this episode has made you be like, yes, I want my story out there. I don't want him the only person to be the one telling my story. So please give yourself a platform over here on YouTube that's way bigger than fucking TikTok.
You also don't have to come on camera if you don't want to show your face. Like, I think we could
What the fuck are you doing, Tech?
work with that, right?
Right.
No, if they're gonna make an allegation, they should show their face. Like, that's the whole point. There's no, I don't, that anonymous allegation type shit, that don't work on a show. You never want someone to come up and anonymously, you know, say something happened without showing their face.
Maybe she doesn't want retaliation because Stefan is known to sue the shit out of people.
Because then it's like, oh, you're probably being fed bullshit then.
Right.
and then it's on you as the person that platformed an anonymous person with that fucking claim.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
like, dude, no, they got to show their face. It's their claim. It's not your claim, Fupa. It's
Right,
theirs.
Corvid.
Yeah, but like they may not want to be harassed, and
Right, they need to just wait till it comes out. Yeah. I know he's eating Sammy, but it's just like, why the fuck is he eating? He can't wait 15 minutes till they end?
like they may feel uncomfortable.
No.
I mean, the people know who they are.
Bro, if you're making a serious claim against someone like SA or R word, all right, you can't just like do that with a cop, sure, but online. Like,
When the
bro,
documentary
All the time in like documentaries, they will like interview someone and it'll
Okay.
have like a black
okay,
face.
fine. I will have 5 people up here tomorrow with allegations on you anonymously. Is
Cool,
that fair to you?
Can't
It's
wait.
Is that fair to you?
Well,
Is that
and
fair to you? That some anonymous person, you don't know their name, you don't know who they are, they're not showing their face, is going to say that you are with them? Is that fair to you, Fupa?
Stop it, Tech.
No, it's not. That's ridiculous.
Okay, I was just trying to protect these women, but okay.
Well, and this person is also in the documentary
Right.
who has shown their face. It's in the trailer and everything. So I'm sure that's not what the worry is. Maybe it's like being live on a show where it's different, being interviewed, you know?
You've got food all over your fucking face, Tech. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, they're in the documentary. If they don't want to come on to your show and have their face and everything visible, that's understandable because the LOLCow bus and LOLCow universe fucking sucks.
So hopefully we can get her on. It would be fucking amazing. I think it's really important, to be honest, at this point, especially having him on first.
Bro, someone in the chat goes, that's such a fuck take. You're an idiot if you think that's okay and that's kosher. Imagine doing live streams and just interviewing anonymous people with serious allegations on others. Are you fucking retarded?
Yeah.
That's a dumb take.
If it's a serious allegation, then they're probably going to take it to the police as well. I mean, yeah, just somebody coming online and making anonymous allegations, it's like, okay, but this woman is also in the documentary.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking moron.
It'd be
I can't believe you
irresponsible.
typed that out, you fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
You know how fucking irresponsible and dumb that is? The fuck? This fucking idiot.
They don't want to be harassed online. They're probably already going to get harassment after the documentary comes out. They don't need to add on to that by having the fucking LOLCow universe dumbasses come after them.
That was fun. I like that. Using Team Clout is amazing.
Yeah, I know that was like going to be the plan, like later for
I don't
in the
have any
week.
clout. More people know Boogie. Didn't you see that live episode?
Shut up. That fucking loser. He paid people for that.
Right.
King. He was like, "You want money? I'm Boogie." Stupid.
Are you fucking chipmunking right now? Are you
Yes.
chipmunking right now?
I can't hear you. Your mic sucks.
Chipmunking.
Are you
Wait, why
chipmunking?
are you fucking eating? Stop
Yes.
eating on the fucking show. I seriously need
We
to punish
just
you.
had a serious conversation about BBW
I'm
women.
like, I'm like 17 beers in, and I'm trying to entertain the fucking guy who likes fat people. Okay.
You are an intern now. This is too many times, dude. And right in
Shut
front of
up.
my face.
You've
too
never
much.
told me this ever. All right. You've only said it to other people. All right. It's the first time you told me.
You didn't start eating till you left.
I did an entire Jester stream roasting you
I
for
don't-
eating
I don't watch
during
that.
your show. Well, that's your fault.
You can't eat before or after fucking tech. Your show is 2 goddamn hours. And how the hell have you had 17 fucking beers? Do you just sit there and drink all goddamn day, you alcoholic? God.
Tell me,
is
no,
so-
tell me no now, and I'll stop.
Okay, you're watching a show. You've locked in, all right? You're giving them your time, your effort. Some people donate. Some people are members, right? And then you got this motherfucker eating instead of doing the show
I will
that you
say-
financially support.
I will say, I have received like $300 on a stream before for me to eat. All right. Bitches love me fucking getting
That's not
fat.
this stream.
Okay.
So now we have Tech doing Fifi content.
Theater coming up next.
If somebody sends you, if donates $300
Chat,
for you
give
to
me
eat,
a red dono so I can
then
eat,
you
please.
eat.
I love you.
Yeah.
Chat, if you support Tech Protect, drop that red
He's
dono.
suspended. He's fucking suspended. I'm sick of the eating on camera. It's
Well,
rude to the
just tell me not to, and I won't do it. But you've never told me directly.
Yeah, 17 beers.
It's a fucking rule in the LCU, idiot.
I found out today that there's a host rule book. I didn't know it existed until today.
Thank you so much for the disco balls. Hello, disco ball. Oh, side. Boop, boop. Thank you, Black Moon, Lilith Eternal. Thank you so much. And I love beer down my ass, right? I don't like beer. But geez. Yeah, I hope they stay away. I would like to hear more of her story. She was there at the house for 2 different months. I would like to see more of Foxy's experience, hear more about it.
I've never read that ever.
I had no idea that was a fucking thing. But it's at the top of the fucking Discord, so I'm gonna read that tonight.
It's rude to the fucking people. Tech. You
No,
can't be doing
they like that I'm fat, game. They want me to be fatter.
Okay, go to Stefan's mansion. Get the fuck out of here.
Stefan! I'm a Vegas local, baby.
Get away. Get
Give me a
away.
BHM.
My nipples and my belly button are like 3 inches apart. All right, I'm that type of fat.
You and Turbo are going to the
Don't put
mansion.
me in the same fucking sentence as that fucking loser. All right, don't fucking do that again.
Members
Okay.
goal, we send Tech to the mansion.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I have a house
Let's
in
talk
Vegas.
about this. Where are we at based on that interview? For me, I'm in the same spot. Like I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no concrete position on whether or not he was like at fault. I still haven't heard the position
Upa?
that the other woman had.
I really want to hear from the women and their
So
experience.
you don't know where you're at either?
I know where I'm at. I've been following this story for 6 years. A couple of these women are people that I've been in contact for the entire time, you know, and I believe them.
So you think he's guilty?
Yes.
Should he be in jail? That type of guilty?
I mean, I think he should have to answer for it in some way. Because, like, there's, I don't know. Actually, yes. No, he should be in jail. If it's true, what one of them, the claims that he made of the rape situation, if that is true, 100%.
Oh, you believe he's an R word?
That's what some of the accusations are.
Yes, that's what some of the accusations are.
He came
I know that, but do you believe that? Because if you believe that, that is the biggest allegation against him, straight up R word.
Correct.
And you believe it.
I believe her.
So you believe it.
Right, Bella. Yeah. For those of you just listening, Bella said Roz will say she never says she was a victim of him, but she has this almost fictional story about rumors and stalkers that can't be questioned because we only have her word. Exactly. We'll have to see what these allegations are against him. Yeah, Keem's arms coming out from behind me.
Okay. All right. Well, that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Me, like I told you from the beginning, that's not how you handle the situation. You got to just kind of like, I don't know. You know, what's everyone's story?
Yeah.
Right. I can still sit here and have my thoughts and views on the situation and have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Right? You're basing your opinion off of what you learned today. I'm basing my opinion off of what I've learned over the last so many fucking years.
Yeah,
Right.
you followed this a long time. This is all new to me.
Yes.
I didn't even know this shit existed.
All right. Well, have a good show, y'all.
Thanks, Kim.
Of course you'd fucking dip out right then.
Look, I think
Yeah, it's difficult whenever you have Stefan saying, I have video clips and I have messages from these women Why do you say that, ex-Bashful Riot? Foxy has no morals. Why do you say that about Foxy? You know Foxy's this one up here, right? Yes, this is Foxy, the one that was that was at the house for 2 months. She was there in May and June, she said, in 2021. She's the one that just said that she believes the women and that she's been following this for like 6 years, following the story. Or 5 years, I guess. Maybe 6. But whenever you have Stefan saying, I have messages from all of these women because she's willing to do all of this for money and sit in the Discord with this guy. Well, I wouldn't say she doesn't have any morals. I mean, she was sitting there listening. She's hearing his side of the story. And just able to listen. And she asked him questions and was like, yeah, okay, well, I think this. Yeah, I mean, this is her job. How long has Paradise House been going on? He started in 2019. He started the house in 2019, I believe. So, but it's... he may have citizenship, I don't know. But... she's not in the documentary Stars Glow. This is her job. Sitting here on LOLCow universe. She's part of LOLCow universe, I believe. But she's the one that's like, hey, yeah, he's not a good guy. He's a bad dude, right? But it's difficult. Yeah, no, I don't think she's a guest. I think she is part of the LCU. I think. I could be wrong, but I think she is. Because I don't know all the fucking host. So it's when you have Stefan saying that he has evidence of the women sending him all of these messages, saying what they want to do, sending him pictures, sending him all of these things before and after leaving the house. Sorry, I think there's fireworks outside. But it's difficult whenever he has all of these messages with them saying what they want to do, how much they enjoyed their time there, and all of these things. It makes it hard to disprove, or it makes it hard to prove that consent wasn't given. So that's where it gets difficult in, like, the court of law. I agree. I 100% agree. Consent can be revoked at any time. And I agree, messages aren't consent unless you're discussing things beforehand. But whenever we don't have anything in the between, it's hard to know when consent was revoked. Whenever they're discussing after the fact how much they enjoyed their time. It makes it hard to tell when these things have happened. I think he's creepy, personally. But looking at it from, like, a legal standpoint and all of these things, it's difficult to know, because if there are other people there and it's on camera, then it's hard to say, like, yeah, they revoked consent whenever you're receiving messages after the event being like, oh, it was so much fun, we need to get together, do it again. It makes it all very, very difficult. Because we know we have people like Roz that will think about it, months later, and they're like, oh yeah, I didn't really like that, and then they try to rewrite it. I agree, Nikki, because multiple people are saying the same thing. I think he is a bad dude and has probably done these things. I'm just saying that it's difficult to prove it, is all I'm saying. I don't know if multiple people passing away proves anything, to be honest. It's just it's more likely people their size are going to have more medical and health complications and may pass away younger. It could be just a coincidence they're associated with his house. So, do I think he touched people inappropriately? Yeah, I do. I 100% believe it. But I'm just saying that it's hard to prove.
He portrayed himself as very open and upfront, and it seems like a lot of the content was recorded, right? It would be wild if it wasn't, like, made public on a live stream beforehand, and they're just going off of stuff. Because he said 2 of the people that are involved in this lawsuit never met him. Is that accurate?
I think one was like a partner of the person, and then the Piggy Stardust girl that he's talking about.
Yeah, Nikki. I mean, it's when you have enough. Oh, your new keyboard. I'm sorry, your new keyboard is awful. When you have enough people coming with allegations, I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, he's not a great dude.
She's the one that pretty much like platformed some of these women that like helped get their story out, right? Like got the views because like their accounts weren't getting any views on the situation. So she was basically like
Like
news
Star.
yes, a fucking channel getting that shit out to people so that they could know about it.
So that's why he went after her, because she's obviously the big fish.
She was the one that went like sort of viral for it. So that's why he went.
I do want to point
Don't know, Courtney.
out. See, Sully made a good point. Tech has been on fucking 6 shows today. It's my 6th show. I didn't eat at all today, dude. I'm fucking hungry. I'm so fucking.
Haven't eaten either. Skinny queen.
Were you on a fucking camera for hold on 12 hours? I was. I haven't eaten today.
I'm hungry too, kind of.
Bitch, 12 hours. I'm going through the fucking gambit. I'm so
Okay, maybe that's why he's had 17 beers.
It shows then.
I didn't want to.
All Tech has had was a protein bar and an apple. That's all Tech has eaten today.
I do it for the LTU. Yeet for I have to go to the fucking fan funding for sure because we missed so many super chats. Let me start from the top. Yeet says Tech W. Can't wait for today's topic. Thank you. Solani Fox for $10 says Tech. What? That was a stupid question asking if anyone reported Iceman. The cops were there. Dingbat. No reason to report. They caught him. They were going to review the cameras. I didn't watch the stream. The stream was taken down before I could see it. Web text. Says Steak will also threaten to fight you. He is more of a noodle man than a meat man. True. Yeet says for $10, we are sick of this topic. Let Foxy have the floor. Christ. Thank God we did. It was a great show. Conquesto, instead of the Spanish one, we read that. Low for $5 says Keem requested to join his live. Do it live. We did. He got here. Thank you so much. The Drama Network says private the stream. No. Lydia says Stefan is innocent. Bus stands with Stefan. Crazy. Monty B.
No.
DZ. He is asking how to come up. We solved that. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
The real question, Courtney, is were you double dogging it?
Kia Cat says, no, he was an alcoholic. That's why his labs were so bad. I don't know who that's about. I'm so sorry you read that so late.
You.
Thank you. Bones and all for $20 says, this is Memorial Day. Recognize Stefano as a true American.
What'd you say, Bella? I believe the girls, for sure, like Libby, I am gathering. I'm looking more at what he can be charged with legally. I don't think any of it is healthy or normal. Yeah, it's, you know, legally, it's not going to have evidence for it. But I think, right, with the... Right. That's what I just said, Nikki. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where you have so many people. Maybe you weren't listening and didn't hear me, but that's what I just said. Yeah. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And I think he's probably done things, but since it can't be proven, it's like, I'm working. I know you're working. But it's like Foxy here. Foxy said that he would come up and like grab her belly and like shake it or like smack her ass. And it's like it doesn't sound like he asked people if he can do that. It seems like he just takes it upon himself for if they're in his home, then they're just automatically okay with this. And that may not be the case. But it's hard to prove. Nikki's not working late. It's 2 p.m. for Nikki Kaylee. It's the middle of Nikki's day. Yeah, he said that he's not innocent, that he's done things, but he didn't say what. It's 1. Is it 1? Oh, yeah, it's 1. Again, I was an English major. I can't math, apparently, tonight. I looked at my clock wrong.
Patriot, we did read that. That came in fucking red on TTS. Thanks so much. Welcome to Cash Cow for Elani. Band World for Stella.
take that pupper out to pee.
Ban World for Cat Cappuccino. Ban World for Alexa Apocalypse. Ban World for Kimber. Drama Network for $5 says, him say Vegas like that. He has a speech impediment. He's dyslexic. Bones and all says, Stefano, don't let my friend Keemstar fool you. He loves BBWs. I read that for you. Thanks so much. Enough said. Rick Scraper, $20 says, Yeet, she didn't get that. Oh, that's it.
Just like super quickly in the first hour, and then, or maybe like the first 30 minutes, we'll see if we can fucking power through it to get to the interview.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the docket team, fucking shout out, seriously, shout out the bus docket.
Yes.
Especially fucking Aura, who put together an amazing fucking docket of clips and everything for us, all done herself. I really wanted to get to it, so I do want to get to that tomorrow, especially for
the docket team has been incredible lately. Because like, there's so many clips. There's like, and it's spread out all over the internet. Like, you guys have been working overtime, so thank you for that.
Yeah, shout out Pete, shout out Red Skull. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Redirect is in. We have 2 minutes left. Do you want to say a goodbye or what we're looking forward to for tomorrow?
And like I said, if you're watching,
So, yeah. Just real quick here. Don't worry about it, Gummy Bear. Y'all don't have to be members. So, oh, why is my camera way the fuck over there? Sorry for the armpit shot. It's hard to prove. That's the thing. So let's take a look. But just because you can't prove it in a court of law doesn't mean it didn't happen. Or they don't feel this way. So let's take a look here at... this is so fucking much to read. Foxy was there in May and in June, hanging out in 2021. So, overview of events. Ultra short timeline. Yeah, a couple months. During the 2020 COVID lockdown, body positive content posted on TikTok began gaining attention and community support. A Discord community was opened in July 2020 and grew rapidly, alongside an increasingly active Las Vegas-based social circle. After the original TikTok account was removed, a new account continued under the Paradise name. In April 2021, several community members visited Las Vegas after weeks of prior communication, including casual and at times flirtatious exchanges. Weeks after the visit, public criticism and allegations began appearing on TikTok and later spread more widely. A lawsuit was filed in response to statements believed to be false and damaging. The case did not proceed to a full evidentiary phase. The materials below are presented as part of the documented record, including messages, call recordings, court excerpts, CCTV footage, and third-party reporting. Yes, Foxy said she was there, and I think she said April and May, or May and June, but 2 months in 2021. Roz really wanted to go. What allegations were made? At a certain point, a TikTok account operating under the name Piggy Stardust began publishing a large number of videos about Stefan Wilhelmi and the Paradise community. Over time, this grew into hundreds of videos containing various claims about the Discord community, the Las Vegas gatherings, and the broader environment around Paradise. In response to those statements, a lawsuit was filed alleging libel, slander, and defamation. The purpose of that action was to challenge statements believed to be false and damaging and to seek a formal legal review. Perspective and purpose of this page. Allegations of abuse. I'll read your guys' messages here in a little while. Allegations of abuse say... oh. Especially of a sexual nature, are extremely serious. They deserve to be taken seriously and examined carefully. At the same time, such allegations can also carry significant consequences when they are repeated publicly without full context or when the surrounding documentation is not reviewed. From Stefan's perspective, the allegations that were made do not accurately reflect what actually occurred. Over time, the spread of those claims led to harassment, threats, and reputational harm affecting not only him, but also people close to him and members of the Paradise community. The purpose of this page is not to attack individuals, but to provide documentation, context, and evidence so that anyone interested can review the materials and form their own understanding. Timeline of the visit and later change in tone. Before meeting in Las Vegas, a small group of individuals interacted frequently online through private Discord channels, group chats, and video calls. Communication included casual conversations and, at times, flirtatious or suggestive remarks initiated by various participants. During the visit, the group spent time together in a social setting, including group activities at the house, the pool, and outings outside the home. Based on Stefan's recollection and the materials presented here, interactions during the visit were group-based and social in nature. After returning home, communication initially remained casual and positive. Several weeks later, the tone shifted, public criticism appeared, and concerns were raised in a way that differed from earlier interactions during and immediately after the trip. So this is legal response and public proceedings. So it never went to full evidentiary. The matter later involved anti-SLAPP proceedings under Nevada law. The case did not proceed to full evidentiary phase, which limited the extent to which certain prepared materials could be formally examined in that process. Use of terminology in interpretation. One of the central issues in this situation is how certain terms are used and interpreted in different contexts. In communication theory, there can be a significant difference between the message as intended and the message as received. Terms such as SA can carry highly different meanings depending on whether they are being used in a strict legal context or more broadly in social or online discussion. On social media, that distinction is not always made clearly, and audiences may interpret the same word very differently. The materials on this page are therefore presented to provide additional context so readers can compare public descriptions, private communications, recordings, and contemporaneous footage rather than relying on a single summary or label. The following items are presented in a documentation first format. They include screenshots, videos, call recordings, excerpts from filings, and contemporaneous footage. The intent is to present the material and allow readers to examine it directly. Okay, so this is communication prior to the allegations being made. This is March 30th, 2020. So, March 30th, 2021, at 5 p.m., this person, TTZ Porky, messaged Stefan asking, "Are you asleep? Can I come to your room? Will that make you uncomfortable? I can sleep somewhere else, but in case you wanted this, I'll find myself to your bed, question mark. Stefan, can I come find you? I don't mean to be pushy, I just like to cuddle. Okay, this is conversations and messages from Alexandria Gilland, apparently also known as Pork Chop. Is this a video? He said he woke up at like almost 11 p.m. and said, "Damn, I'm so sorry. I didn't." This must be a.m., I guess. He said, "Damn, I'm so sorry I didn't see these last night. We were passed the fuck out." And she says, "Oh, it's okay. What you doing?" And he says, "Getting up finally." And she says, "Then what?" And he says, "Hungry." The opening frame contains a text message conversation dated March 30th, 2021. In the highlighted exchange, the sender asks whether they can come to Stefan's room and includes language such as, "Will that make you uncomfortable? And I don't mean to be pushy." When playing the video, tap to pause and read some of the messages are no longer... Some of the messages are longer. I guess the black is Stefan. He says, "I am still being molested almost daily by random strangers." I think he means harassed. All because I once let the wrong people into my life and into my house. After leaving, they came up with allegations that would ruin anyone's life. At the time, I tried to sue for slander and defamation as anyone would have. And then this person says, "You're a pred, bro. Don't think people forgot." And Dylan says he is. And this person says, "I wasn't prepared for them willing to commit crimes and lie under oath. Here is a story of the ultimate betrayal in 9 screenshots. See for yourself." This is Pork Chop, aka Porky, aka Alexandria Gilland. Soul Deed by Paradise One. It says Wilhelmy Stefan S.A'd me by having sex with me twice while I was at his house, at his home in 2021. I declare myself under penalty of perjury under the law of the state of Nevada that the foregoing is true and correct. Signed by Alexandria Gillard, or Gilliand. Gilland. This is Amanda. It says, "What to come?" And there's a peach emoji. This is Stefan asking, "What do you mean? What is coming?" And Amanda says, "Lol, we're drunk. Do you want to come?" And Stefan says, "Oh, no, I'm about to go to bed." And Amanda responds, "Lol, the girls wanna hook up with you. Do you want to come over? Ashley and me and Pork Chop." There's a banana emoji, a peach emoji, an eggplant emoji. And then, several hours later, "Do you want me to text, I think, Destiny, to come over at 8 tonight?" So this is the same message we saw at the beginning with Pork Chop asking if she can come to his room. And it continues, he says, is Erica on the phone? And Pork Chop says, yes. What are you in the mood for? Stefan says, dunno, have to see what we have. I know there's leftovers, and there's also eggs and bacon. Pork Chop says, I've had 2 giant glasses of water so far. Stefan says, hangover? And Pork Chop says, nada. You can't take down the chop, B. I wasn't even as wasted as I can get. That was me still fully comprehensive. I feel like I need to apologize for not being better, though. And then some smiling emojis. Later, she says, I don't know where you are, but I burnt all the bacon. And Stefan replies, Porky! Porky said, those both sound good. I definitely want to do this. And Stefan says, okay, cool. Porky says, has anyone asked you if we've slept together? Stefan says, nope. Pork Chop says, okay, because of course I've been getting asked and haven't said anything to anyone, but I was also just making sure I wasn't saying nothing and then you were saying something else. Lol. Stefan says, oh, okay, yeah, I don't kiss and tell. I haven't been asked and I haven't told anyone. And Pork Chop says, okay, Paris was fishing. And Stefan says, I'm not surprised. And then, like, either later that day or the next day, he's like, yo, everything okay? This is Allison saying, yeah, they definitely took advantage of Pork Chop in that instance and how volatile and emotional she is/can be. I fully understand all the issues y'all had with her. It's the same reason I had to get her out of my house. She was supposed to stay for a couple days, which became like a month. Not once paying for any of the food or alcohol and making a mess of the house. Also think it's interesting that when you two hooked up, she told me about it the next day and was all giddy about it, but now is telling people she feels like y'all pressured her into it. Funny how the story changed. And Stefan is starting to say something about the Discord. I don't know who this is, because he blocked it out. But it says, I don't know what the hell happened, but I am so sorry that your account's getting blown up about Porky. Especially because most of those people didn't witness how Porky was to everyone. Just nothing but drama. You have done nothing but be welcoming and supportive, and it's completely bullshit. I really want to comment or duet because it makes me pissed off. But I also don't want to add fuel to that fire. Just know you have my support for sure. And he responds. Not important what he says. So, let me look at your guys' messages now. Yeah, Porky. Her name's Pork Chop. Yeah, she has orange hair. Why would I use the name Piggy Stardust? I think he seeks out women who he believes, this is Courtney, who are weak, allowing them to stay at his, quote, mansion, and then thinking that he owns them. I know his kind. Well, but it also seems like women are seeking him out. Women are seeking out this house. Here's Sigourney Beaver. Yeah, they take Zio food in the nursing home rehab facility wherever she is. She's not so Zio isn't trying to get help for weight loss. She's not in a weight loss facility. Yeah, she knew women that were there. It's World Goth Day. Well, I should have dressed up. Yeah, Pork Chop has the orange hair. Yeah, a piggy and a pork chop. Happy birthday to your son, Bella. I don't know what the music is. I wasn't listening. Was this the woman who came to the live this morning crying? I don't know who you're talking about, Courtney. The Christmas carols. Based on what Zio, Stefan, other women who knew her around the rain time, she was black. I'm sorry, Liffy, I'm having a hard time reading that. She was looking for a new benefactor. So the thing, whenever she was messaging, when she was messaging Stefan, she was trying to get back. She was back in Nebraska with her ex and asking about the poly BBW scene. Yeah, Roz was doing the chatterbait in early 2000 or early 2020s. Yeah, Porky. What was redacted? Well, I don't know, Courtney, because it's redacted. It could have been something that was personal information from the person that was messaging him. There's a fruit fly up here. I had some bananas go bad while I was gone. None of the women are relying on him financially, though. It sounds like some women live there, but some don't. It sounds like a lot of people just visit. And no, Pat Ray, it's not a textbook cult at all. It's not a cult at all. What about Rain and Ivy? So it seems like some people may live there. Do you know what the bite model is, Pat Ray? If you look at it through the bite model, there isn't behavior control, there isn't information control, thought control, or emotion control. People come and go as they want from the house. It's just bigger women that want attention or come there to be comfortable. I don't think it fits in at all, Pat. Oh, I didn't see his live from this morning. No, Steven redacted it. Yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, Roz was already doing Fifi stuff at that point before. So the stalker, it's there's a lot with that, with like Roz and that stuff. But yeah, the women in the house make their own money. They have their own like OF and stuff and things, doing live streams. Some of them don't even live there. A lot of people just come to visit and then leave. There may be 3, 4 people, whatever, that live there. But yeah, they come in, they have their fun, and they leave. So it's okay. And then we have Discord conversations prior to visit. This savvy person says, I think this just sealed the deal that I'm gonna need some of that when I come to Vegas. I'm turning the sound off. Does some of them do Fifi content? I don't know, Hibiscus. I don't know what kind of content they did. They may have. Smexual preds always being hyped up by dumb women. Women do better. So this was the one where you know they have. I'm just going through his stuff here. His proof. He's hosting them for this content. I don't know about that, Courtney. He has his own TikToks. I don't think he's directing anything. He will sometimes come in and ask people to be on camera with him, but they have their own accounts. They do their own thing. So this is the one where like people are on the stairs, like doing the different back and forth. That's what this clip was. This video clip that they're showing. So this is Spanx Beluga. It says, what could possibly be the reason why someone would not only post such disturbing and, in my opinion, criminal statement, but also call dozens of good friends and decent women dumb for being my friends? Why are people making statements that should land them in prison? I had no idea how far people were willing to go in order to push one narrative, including blatant lies in court. See for yourself. Alright, well that's your brother, Courtney. That isn't Stefan. Hi, Ronan. This is Savvy, aka Sleep Thought Savannah. I'm good. How are you, Ronan? So this is Savvy. Yes, I know what you mean. I'm not gonna lie. You're not such a bad-looking man yourself. You're very attractive. He says, "Oh, thank you." Spanx is who Emily wanted to get with before Amber. Is this is Spanx, right? No, this is... Oh, Spanx Beluga. I don't think they're filming the Smorgies. I think that's just for their own personal fun. Yeah, yeah, we just read that. Oh. This is Savvy saying, I'm going to bend you over this table and fuck you all night long. And then there's Savvy, I guess. And she says, I'm so horny. Hey, Jenny. I keep watching that video of Cass and wishing I was there. I don't know. I think this is Stefan. He's like, ooh, Savvy, me too. And she says, Ali, Cass, and I are being naughty in Narnia. I don't know if this is Steven or not, or Stefan or not. And Savvy said, I think this just sealed the deal that I'ma need some of that when I come to Vegas. 9 days in, happy faces dancing in the living room. Okay. Savvy asked me to take a photo of her posing in the hot tub. Photo taken in the hot tub on the last day, not only with consent, but I was explicitly asked to take it and showed it for approval after taking it. On the day she was leaving, she was so upset that she was leaving, and she said she never wanted to go home, and she was upset sitting on the floor packing her suitcase to go to the airport. You have, and I believe it was K Buck also on the bed was accompanying her. Okay. She was about to cry, leaving. She posted a public TikTok on her own account after returning home to Washington State. On her own post, she commented, I'll be back in October. Well, they only come and stay for a short time, and then they go back home. People come and go as they please. And she says, dude, I just woke up from my nap, had a very hot dream. This is in Discord. Stefan, Malia, Ashley, Cass, and I fucked, bro. So that was the dream she had. Fucking with a strap on. You were mostly with Stefan. By June 1st, a whole month later, stories suddenly changed and an entire campaign of grinning and dancing and smiling to TikTok friends ensued. So, this is where it gets difficult to know what actually happened, right? Yeah, Roz being a part of it is just gonna muddy the waters. So is it possible that some of these women are just like Roz? It's very possible. It's very possible they went out there. Oh yeah, I know who posted the receipts. I mean, of course it was him. It's, but is it possible some of these women making the allegations are just like Roz? They go out, they have a good time, they make everything, they make their own decisions, do these things, go back home. And then, like, later, they're like, I kind of regret that. And I didn't want that to happen. But at the time, they did. That's what Roz has done. Roz, multiple times, has been like, she regrets something she's done in the past. And then says that she was SA'd or groomed or manipulated. Is it possible some of these women are the same way? It is possible. Is it possible they are 100% telling the truth? Absolutely. So it's... Do I think he's creepy and has probably touched people inappropriately? 100%. But whenever he's showing messages from these women saying they want to fuck him, basically, it's hard to prove if they revoked consent after sending those messages, because we just don't know. So it'll be really interesting to see what comes out in the documentary with the women they've interviewed. And we'll see tomorrow night. We'll try to see what's said tomorrow. I will try to snipe LOLCow bus tomorrow night. And see what those people have to say. Because I think they said they're going to interview people tomorrow night, right? So, until then, I mean, I'm going to take everything that everybody says with a grain of salt. I do think Stefan is creepy. I do think he's creepy. I think he took a lot of things to be implied consent based on the communications. So. Oh, thanks, bunnies. So I think it seems like people knew what happened in the house. They knew a lot of people came here for fun, for smexy time, and poly type stuff. So it seems like people messaging him being like, oh yeah, I want to come out there and do all this stuff. They come out to the house, and he took that as implied consent without checking for consent first when it comes to touching people, right? Like what Foxy was saying. I don't know if Foxy is a lesbian or if she's bisexual or pansexual, but she didn't appreciate him touching her. Did she tell him, I don't want you to touch me? I don't know. Because she was there for the other women in the house, it sounded like, or with her partner. So it seems that Stefan took people being in the house as implied consent to be touched without checking for consent. But we will see what comes out and what comes out in the documentary. We'll see what these other women say. Yeah, Roz's reputation doesn't make it any better. I don't know why she's involved. I don't know why Roz is involved in this documentary. But we're gonna see. No, Nikki, I'm not. I'm just saying you know, I mean, there are people like Roz out there, unfortunately. But whenever you have people, whenever you see them messaging in the Discord and messaging Stefan directly being like, "Hey, can I come to your room? You know, we want to, you know, these girls want to fuck you. Are you available?" And then after the fact, you have them saying that they were SA'd. But we see text messages of you telling him that you want to fuck him. It makes it difficult to know what the truth is. So we should believe all victims, but we also have to investigate. Right? Believe all victims, but you also have to investigate and get the truth out, right? Well, Nikki, we saw a couple of messages from other people saying some things about a couple of these people. So that's the problem. Is we have the women saying, right, Nikki, they aren't consent or proof, but we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened between the messages. So we don't know what happened in between the messages. We don't know if they revoked consent or decided not to. Whenever we have a message from somebody saying after the fact that they were giddy about hooking up with Stefan. So, but we don't know, Nikki. That's it. We don't know what happened. Right, we believe them, and then we investigate, and the court of law has to verify. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't believe them. I'm saying that I don't have enough evidence. Heather, I can't get drunk on a Monday night without you going live. Are you drunk, Heather? But it also seems like it also seems like some of these women may have been drinking before they did some of these things. And it can be hard to get consent. And she gets there so to humiliate. I don't think he's into humiliation, Empress. he doesn't seem to be into that. He just likes big girls. I don't think he has a humiliation kink. So, I will wait until I hear all the other stories. So, and Heather, we were watching some stuff about Paradise. I never said that, Hibiscus. I said I don't think he has a humiliation kink. Those are two very different things. Do I think he's a Fifi? I don't know. He doesn't seem to really be a Fifi. I think he just likes bigger women. I don't think he's a Fifi, but he could be. I don't have any evidence to prove one way or the other. Well, his security camera content is just because he has security cameras. What are you saying, Empress? Good night, Empress. SS by phone. Are you okay that we didn't do that thing with the mud on your face? And she says, yes, it was fine. And I know it's not specific humiliation. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I've seen that. That's just something that's at the Heart Attack Grill, Pat. They just have scales at the Heart Attack Grill for people to stand on. That's nothing to do with him in particular. I don't know, Pat. I mean, he just has fucking cameras up. He records everything. So, I don't know. I mean, things happen. Yeah, it closed. Yeah, if you weigh over a certain amount, you eat for free. Yeah, Lana. Yeah, I mean, there's... The thing is, I mean, yeah, we can believe the victims, but we also need to get verification, right? If there are other people in their lives being like, yeah, they're kind of full of shit. The camera's all over, reposting the women falling over and shit. I think he's a dork with a child mindset and doesn't understand boundaries. Yeah, he probably doesn't. Yeah. He said it himself yesterday. Yeah, I think he isn't a good guy. I think he does take advantage of people. As far as SA and whatnot, he probably has touched people inappropriately. Now, according to him, hey Carolyn, according to him, if somebody is like, hey, don't do that, he's like, oh, sorry. Then he stops, according to him. So. Contracts. I don't know. Yeah, Hibiscus. We know it's closed. So we will... I don't know if people have contracts. I don't think he has anybody sign an NDA. I haven't heard anybody say they have to sign an NDA when they go to the house or anything. I don't know if they sign anything, but it's a mess. The ones that live there, not everyone at a party. I mean, the people that are moved in have got to sign something. It's the law. What do you mean, Bella? Hi, Rosie's unbuilt trampoline. Well, you missed us watching the LOLCow bus talk to Stefan. Right, an NDA wouldn't stop legal ramifications. Yeah, I don't think many people do. He has a lot of, plausible deniability. So the thing is, just because we can't prove that he SA'd or did anything doesn't mean it didn't happen, right? Talking about the living arrangements, if you're using something as your mailing address, you can't just freely live in. Oh, you mean he has... Yeah, I mean, they might sign a lease. I don't know. But... I mean, you can. You can freely live somewhere. You can put a place as your mailing address. I don't know if he has them sign a lease, like, yeah, I'm going to live here for 6 months. But I think he has said nobody pays him anything, if I recall correctly. I don't know. But we will check in tomorrow night. We will see who they have. We'll see who they have come on tomorrow night and who they talk to and what happens. And then when the documentary comes out, we'll watch it. Yeah. The waters are being muddied all over the place, so we'll just have to wait and see what comes out in the documentary, see what they say, see who they talk to, see if they show both sides or if they highlight one side over the other. So, but it is going to be a crazy month. June is just a crazy month for me in general, but it's going to be crazy for the next month involving Paradise and Roz. Let me see if Rosie has anything scheduled. I hope you all had a good day today. So I don't see anything. I don't see anything from Roz. Let me check Instagram. June is Pride Month. Oh, we have an IG story from Roz. Give me a second. Okay, this is what she was wearing the other day.
Sexy people like you and me have to go through so much. Like, I hate it.
Ugh.
Why do sexy people like you and me have to go through so much? Like, I hate it.
Could you have not, like, washed your hair for this? This must have been one of her TikToks she did on, what was it, the 17th or 18th? Whatever day she was recording all of those drafts. Ugh. Yeah, I guess her hair is wet from...
Why do
I don't know if it's wet or just like unbrushed, unwashed. She's already getting the attention. But with Stefan shared all of their messages. And it was more... no, I would not say that, Courtney. I'm going to remove that just because I don't want her name to get flagged in my chats. And that's why you can't be a mod. We still don't know, Heather. From the LCU and Stefan. Yeah. How is Roz defending? I don't know what you're talking about, Courtney. Stefan shared all of the messages. And Roz was like wanting to come out there and like wanting more information. The only things that Roz shared were just like those 2 brief messages. But Stefan shared all of them. You can see those over on Nikki's channel. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for Rosie. She's just so full of shit. So full of shit. Yeah, it was the We're All Insane podcast. They saw her on that, saw her talking about escaping Fifiism and getting groomed into it, and it's all this bullshit. Everything Roz says is bullshit. So. I will wait and see. I'll wait and see what comes out. I want to hear more from the victims. I want to hear their stories and hear what they have to say. So, I could go look these women up. We will see tomorrow night what the LOLCow bus covers. I do have a meeting on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. my time, which is when LOLCow Bus Live ends. So, I may miss the last few minutes of the stream because of a meeting, or I may ask to delay my meeting. The documentary is called Fat Girls Wanted: Escaping Paradise. It's going to be on HBO Max with Investigation Discovery. So, feeling more like Corey Feldman, actually. How do you mean, Bonita? Big Girls Wanted? Big Girls. Sorry, my bad. Big Girls Wanted. Did I say Fat Girls? Big Girls Wanted. Yeah, they're big. So. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get ready for bed soon. I need to do a few things before bed. Again, we will be live tomorrow night. Corey Feldman had his angels who have come out with allegations about mistreatment. Oh, I don't know a lot about Corey Feldman. We'll be back tomorrow night with the next LOLCow bus. But I hope you all have a wonderful night. And or day, depending, for our lovely Aussies in the chat. People in Europe, you should be asleep as well. But again, I'm not saying I don't believe the victims. I'm saying I want to hear their stories. Because I will believe them. But we also need to look at the evidence. So, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. And until next time, be safe and take care.
Rolling across the kitchen tile in that spinny office chair, chatterbait cans running wild with that come and get me stare. Peanut butter sauce dripped slow on a double-headed show. 12.2-inch magic wand humming where the lights are low. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high-chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Anal trainers lined up neat, like a promise on the floor. 5-pound bag of sour sweet, torn right open, wanting more. 4 pounds high chew, cherry red, stuck where fantasies are fed. That chair squeaks a rhythmic beat as she arches off its bread. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Screen glows bright with hungry eyes, tokens fall like summer rain. Every moan a sweet surprise, chasing pleasure, easing pain. Peanut butter thick and warm makes a mess beyond the norm. Double-headed takes the storm in this quirky lover's form. It's just sex and candy, baby. Sugar rush and ecstasy, sour patch and high chew cravings, tangled up in you and me. It's just sex and candy, honey, sticky sweet insanity, rolling through this neon kitchen, lost in pure biology. Chair still spinning, slow and low. Cam light fades to amber glow. Candy wrappers, sticky trays on that well-loved rolling bass. Just sex and candy, fading slow. Just sex and candy, watch her go.